Well, Leo, then this is for you.
All ready for another epic recap of our adventures aboard the HTML Wanderpus? Brought to you by Krieg, the lizard accounting officer? How is his name on everything? Can't get a falafel in this town without someone screaming, "Oh, Market Square! Market Square!" Regardless, the crew had magical girl transformations of Glitter and Heart, and the newly formed wetball team, the Silver Stingers, swept the field in 4 of 5 dimensions. A victory that can't be owned. What? Krieg owns the merchandising and concessions? How? The hotel was one thing, but he invested in the mechs too?
Absolute perfection. Cannot go wrong. I will make sure to put that in the art share channel momentarily. Hello, friends. If I have any announcements for you, I don't know what they are. 20% off coupon for cards. I think that's it. Yeah, that's basically it. And hopefully I can unmute not into a conversation.
Oboe.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
We were talking about how nobody that plays the bassoon is a good person.
That is I don't have any history on this take. I've got nothing to say.
Don't be mad
here.
at me. Akhana brought this up. It's like she's just like, I hate people who play the bassoon.
Specifically, I also didn't say that. I feel like I'm getting attacked.
It'd be really fun to just gaslight the whole internet that Akhana hates bassoons and oboes.
Oh, now it's bassoons and oboes. I see.
It started off as oboes, but
that's
no.
I don't remember what instrument he was talking about.
That's not true. What actually happened is Akhana was like really bashing oboes, and then we were like, appreciate you talking about bassoons.
Alright, we're kicking off with, I think that's the no healing bounty, I'm pretty sure.
Correct.
Alright, sounds good. I almost broke my whole overlay. That's good. Perfect. Alright, I'm fading into the background. Enjoy the game.
Hello, we are playing a game called Garden of Giants. We are playing it as the one-shot variant of it, so like if you get the full book of Garden of Giants and be like, hey, the game didn't run exactly like this, it's because we are playing the smaller version of it. We are going back to the otter, the planet with the otters that look like a moon. But anyway, we have Vatna, who is played by Lurid. He died.
He's muted.
He'll get over it, I'm sure. Like, we have Akhana, who is played by Akhana.
Hello.
We have Krieg, who is played by Toast.
Hello.
Last minute substitution. And we have Nichol Trafford, who is played by Professor Winter.
I've seen the events of my crimes in that recap. I accept them. I enjoy them.
It's so funny. Like the Metal Gear is like my favorite thing. Like Leo appearing on the screen as Raiden, but with like a Sailor Moon skirt on, is one of the funniest things to me.
Hello, I am here.
Hooray! You arrived.
The beginning of that was the best.
The Krieg business card.
Yeah, that was amazing.
I missed all of it.
It'll be put in the art share. I think Nick is probably doing it right now.
Cool.
There
it is.
Literally
That's exactly
right
what
now.
she's doing.
Also, presumably, it'll be placed on the social media where everyone watching should make sure to like, retweet, other things with other social platforms that I do not know how they work, so...
Right.
Share with your cool friends that you
Definitely
play
not.
games with.
Unless they play the oboe or the bassoon.
Don't listen
Then
to him.
just at some point we don't need them. At some point, we have to draw a line in the sand. And Akhana's line is oboes and bassoons. It's weird. Like one time, like
weird hill to die on, Alan.
it's not me. It's Akhana. Remember the story she just told us? Like somebody like was on a stage and she kicked an bassoon out of their hand. It was really weird.
That is absolutely not what I said or what happened.
No. You're fabricating that.
going past the hatred for musical instruments and into whatever this game is.
Yes, yeah, exactly. So we are playing Garden of Giants. And the startup is Vatna, you are sitting in the crow's nest of the pirate ship that is currently in the process of getting completely repaired. Like Shamshir and the captain have repeatedly been coming onto it, making sure it's
You get the best view of the universe from here.
exactly. And you are staring up at that one spot that was above the city that got you to the homeworld of the Otters for a while, and then it's just you take a big deep breath and something has shifted. The rift that was up there is gone. And this was weeks ago. You are you are aware that rift is not there anymore. It's not sealed. It's just not there.
So the place where we got the anvil from.
Yes.
That rift.
Yes.
And the first mission is gone.
Yeah, that rift is completely gone.
Oh. Someone else sealed it. That wasn't us.
It wasn't sealed. It's far, you could probably still identify a sealed one. Because you guys do seal it with thread. But moving a little bit
Maybe a different technique.
So you catch up to where we are now, and the Wander crew has gotten a message from the Otters, who have been very silent for quite a while. And Tincture, the otter that you guys have known since season 1, has asked for help with a discovery invention that they made. So the party is gonna go help them out. And here's where we are. What's a little Oh, all of your rabbits are here, by the way.
But you forgot someone.
Oh, my bad.
Squishy.
Do need Squishy.
It's very important.
Squishy's not a slug.
He is a majestic jellyfish.
Majestic's a word. Alright, now make him controlled by, there we go. There. Now all I should have to do is copy and paste this one over and over again. But the 4 of you have arrived to this place, and I'm sure at some point you guys have interacted with the nomadic otters in their own homelands. And usually they'll set up a tent for a night or a couple of nights. But looking around, this is far more dug in than you're used to them being. It almost seems like they have streets going on. And still, it's just their yurts and their tents. They haven't built up fortifications or anything like that. But this is much more lived in than you've ever seen the Otters be.
Interesting.
Tincture comes out and she's like, "Hello, thank you for coming." And she sees all the rabbits and she's like, "And hello, all of you." And I definitely think Amel just pops her bubble gum.
Pats her bat in
It's an
her palm.
apprenticeship. Yeah, it's an apprenticeships program. It's proven quite successful. I've seen so far.
Excellent. Well, the more are welcome. I'm not sure if this will be dangerous. I expect this will be no more dangerous. Now, when we traveled together and you took me to the homeworld of the Otter folk, I was very appreciative, and I'm very sorry that my assistant Krieg went the direction that she did, and I'm sorry that she put you through all of that. Krieg was arrested, and she is currently in jail. I don't know where that jail is, but I'm gonna need to figure that out soon. But I have a bit of a... Well, let me show you. And you see, just and she like motions for you to come into the yurt. And she just goes right on in.
Well, might as well follow behind her.
Yep.
Vatna, you smell. When I say like the sweetness of autumn leaves, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You smell that coming out of this yurt as like the closer you get, and as soon as you cannot see into it. It's just all dark and shadowy, which is weird because it's the bright day outside. But when you get inside, this is what you see. Like, you are in a strange combination of inside the hallways between worlds and still on liminal.
Wow.
Like,
This is fascinating.
Yeah. I'm going to check outside very quickly and then look back in again.
Perfectly fine. Like, you can poke your head out, poke your head back in. Like, once you poke your head out and if you turn around to try to look back the direction you came, you can't even see like your shoulder. But like, it's all just like cut off black. Go ahead.
Vatna flies up and like sniffs it like a pretty flower.
This is convenient travel.
And Teacher's like, yes, we built this using the anvil.
Are you taking commissions?
You might want to hold on to that thought till you see what's on the other side.
Krieg is still gonna monetize it though.
Reasonable.
Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say the question may be not whether it's monetized, but how it's monetized.
I once had thoughts of pursuing a path to duplicating that anvil, but I abandoned such plans.
The anvil is incredibly taxing on its user, and like she's like walking down it, and as like she's like inviting you to follow her as you make the trip. And like I said before, you can look outside and you are seeing like all of the lights and stuff are worlds. A lot of them, the worlds that you have been to. Like they are, like Vatna, you are immediately aware of like the flavors of places. Like you can, when you see them in this hallway, you are made aware of them. But at the same time,
Vatna's just like a butterfly in a flower garden right now.
At the exact same time, it does kind of smell like, in a good way, to me personally, like the smells of fall is literally foliage rotting, but like giving off that sweet smell. You are kind of smelling that, and I'm not telling you whether or not you think that's a good or a bad smell. I am just making you aware that it is a smell.
His boots make him look really cute doing it.
Just stomping on leaves.
Are these?
No, it's like the charisma boots.
Oh, okay. I gotcha.
Are these flowers like stuff we've seen before? Or are these like brand new flowers?
All of these bushes and stuff, bushes that you would see from pastures around where the otters live normally. But this hallway is going on for quite a while, so like if you guys have any questions for her before we get to where we're going, you can ask them now and then we will.
I will lean down to Ella and tell her to keep her eyes peeled as my extra lookout.
Ella you see her like making sure her little dagger is clear in her sheath.
Mm-hmm. Just in case.
Mel's just like having to do all the work right now because Vatna's in La La Land.
I'm pointing out the different flowers to Matza. Be like, that one's from there, you can use it for this. Reminding everybody that he wasn't always a businessman.
Also, Olaf, from what you can tell, from what you can see there, does it match some of the maps we have?
like this is completely unknown. Like this doesn't match anything. And it's just like, well, I think, and like you see, like pull out like a sextant and like a little telescope and like little
Adorable.
measuring things, and he's just like, I'm pretty sure that's what's left of that gas station.
Just gonna
Oh,
whistle
dear.
and pretend I didn't hear anything. Is this the reason you're more dug in?
Oh
Bad.
yeah, we've called. They've called a gathering of all of the nomads, and there is. Well, I'll show you. Like we're almost there. Here it is, and you step out of a doorway. You didn't even see it. Like it goes from looking like it's gonna go on endlessly forward, and then you come out in this incredibly lush, like cultivated garden, and it's just like it's very What Dreams May Come. I don't want to make anybody cry, so don't think too hard about that movie right now.
Yeah, I know. I get it.
I want
I
to ask
get it.
Tincture, have Otter folks gone through here and like come back, or have
Oh,
they gotten lost?
absolutely. This is the world we were at before.
Oh,
And she points up at one of the stars, and she's like, "That's liminal." And I'll just like does all the measurements and stuff. It's just like, yeah, and Vatna, and when you look up and you try to like get a sense of it, that is liminal. Like you can see it from where you are. Like be aware of it, the same way that we can like see Saturn on the right nights.
You kind of have to squint to see it, but it's still there.
Yeah,
But we just walked like a few paces through.
it was probably a
100
couple
yards.
hours,
Oh,
but
Ooh.
it was like a hike.
oh
It's-
Lovely
that's
nature
great.
hike through the galaxy.
I
Yes.
love a good long hike to smell flowers.
Is that all wibbly wobbly, timey wimey stuff in that yurt? Because, wow.
See,
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, whatever that is really impressive.
We thought so too. We wanted to rejuvenate the world that we came from. We've heard a lot of the ways that the HTML have been working towards reinvigorating a certain tree from another world, and we've read some reports like that you had an idea that it could work. So we began to think, what if we could build something to do it ourselves? And this is where we've gotten so far. And you guys, again, like if you look around, there's tons of plants. Like some of these, there are trees here. There are no trees on Pastora. Remember, like the entire continent doesn't have a single tree. The tallest thing on Pastora, other than some buildings right now, are mushrooms. And this is where we are. And like Tincture's just like, it's beautiful. Like we agree.
Yes, it sounds like there's a butt coming.
I haven't seen that
What is
flower over there.
What is the taxation that you spoke of earlier?
Krieg, real quick, you said you haven't seen that flower over there?
Well, it was one of those that I thought was extinct kind of thing, but I'm seeing it, so I'm
absolutely.
like, surprised.
What? Can you roll me wits and
Okay.
wits and courage? I want to say so. Roll me a 6-sider and a 4-sider because that's what your wits and courage is.
1d6 plus 1d4.
I'm looking for a 6. Anybody else can, like, if you want to help, if you can think of a way that you would help, you can throw in one of your dice as well.
I was going to go up to a tree bark and with a dagger just gently peel the outer bark to kind of like inspect it.
Oh, for sure. Then roll 2 6s. Krieg, we'll take Akhana's wits as help for that too. Wait,
Okay.
does Akhana?
Yeah, I was 6 and went.
2 coins for everybody because Tengu gave donated, so everybody add 2 coins to your amount. There will be more sales. The shops will be open a lot in November, including the new tattoo shop. So
Alright,
look forward
so
to that.
2d6 and 1d4.
Yep, 2d6, 1d4. All you're looking for is to get higher than a 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did it fine. But yeah, roll me the 4-sided because if you double the amount that I'm looking for, I'm gonna give you a crit. And you did. All right. So Akhana, you start to go up to a tree, and then you like look to the side, and you immediately recognize a flower. And Krieg, you also recognize the flower. It is one of the flowers that was growing in the woods for the Warpletingers that became a dangerous creature.
Oh yeah, I'm backing up.
And Tincture's just like, one of them started to grow here too. No, it must not be close to its bloom, otherwise there'd be guards here.
It's gonna say that's not normal.
Oh no, we began collecting those strange flower pods that were going around Liminal. And we've learned how to cultivate them here.
Are they dangerous when they bloom?
Well, you never know what's going to come out of them. So when they bloom, we stand guard. And you do notice, like, all of a sudden, like, a bunch of little, like, otter guards do start, like, coming out. Give me 1 second. I don't have enough otter tokens. So I've been using the squirrel ones because squirrels look close enough. Little rodent dudes. They also just don't look like squirrels to me, so. So like, you do see like it starts pulsing. The interior of the flower begins pulsing. And yeah, the last time you guys saw them, well, one time it became a Rafflesia-like demon thing, and like whipped around and grabbed a bunch of the rabbits. So the little kid bunnies are very terrified of what's going on right here.
I'm going to step right in front of all I have, hand on my saber.
It's squishy, comforting Matza.
Holding Ella back because she's got her dagger drawn. She's ready to fight.
Who would like to roll me the 20-sider to figure out what's in this thing? Because it is about to open.
I'll do it.
I was gonna say I rolled real bad. I'm nervous.
Just a raw 20-sider.
Nice.
16. 16 is better than... Well, better than some. If it would have been a 1, it would have been terrible.
Noted.
So... as it opens up, it is an entire just collection of books. It is just shelves after shelves after shelves of books. Like it opens up, it's like very like it's bigger on the inside situation.
But it's
And
a
you
gambling flower.
You see the guards go up and they start like stabbing the books a little bit. And Tink's just like nodding, yep. And then
100%.
like a couple of the books get like ruined with the stabbing, but they just pick up the rest and they start walking away. And they notice you guys. All of a sudden, like, oh, hello.
We agreed not to tell Quet that they stab books, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
They don't even know.
And Tink, she just looks at you guys and she's like, yeah, stab everything that comes out of those things at least once.
100%.
I'll taste the books.
Don't.
Grab the ones that have already been stabbed so you're not wasting book.
I want a fresh book.
These books definitely come from. I would say these ones come from the same world that Sabbatha does. They taste
Wow.
reminiscent of like spending time around Sabbatha. So like the Dungeons and Dragons world is where these books are from.
You wouldn't
And
have
they are
to have any on dragons per se, would you?
it's like, oh, we'll sort them, we'll figure it out later. And like Tincture's just like, we might come on, we'll go to the town and then we'll discuss what
Well,
our issues are.
here's my business card if you find anything.
I will say we are looking to replenish and possibly rebuild our library in the future. We had a mishap with ours.
Oh yes, we heard. It's like the whale and
Yeah, stuff happened.
yeah, that was pretty wild.
Still have our bar though.
I'm very glad that you have your bar.
I saw the whole thing from the crow's nest.
Just sitting it out. It's like, nah, I'm just not interested in this one.
He's got snacks up there.
What? Are they like gummy worms?
Sure.
That was
I think-
Vatna's problem.
I do like gummy worms.
He said like bark like chocolate. That's a thing, right?
Yeah,
Chocolate bark?
chocolate bark is totally a thing.
Sure. That.
But so you guys get to this town and like this town looks like, whereas the yurts were just yurts, these are your adjacent style houses, like fully built, and like weird flowers everywhere. Like you don't recognize the flora at all. It doesn't look like anything that's on Liminal. And
It
it's
seems a little more longer term than I expected.
Teacher's like, yes. We have begun to make plans to stay. And that is why I've asked you to come here. See, there are two factions. There is the faction that believes that, well, I'll be blunt, that you might be a threat. The HTML specifically might be a threat to Liminal. So many of us want to get out while the getting's good. And
Nothing but good things.
there has been like an uptick in some just terrible situations. Many of us had intense nightmares for a while, a couple weeks ago, months ago at this point. And she is referencing the game where you guys went to the swamp and one reality got erased.
Ooh.
So whenever in time that was ago, the Otters began to have like terrible nightmares around that same time.
The one where T.
The one with T.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That
I
was
think
intense.
We had a great trip.
The one where you guys had a great trip.
I wasn't prepared for that great trip. I'm on a great trip.
So it's just like, now I personally, I'm more keen to just leave the door open, travel back and forth between this world and Liminal. We're gonna get this one restarted. I feel like we're already on a pretty okay path for that to happen. But there are dissenters here that believe that we should cut ourselves off completely of liminal. Like, close that door forever. And I was hoping that calling you all here and having you help us map out the area would show that you mean to help, that you want to be helpful, and we could begin to trade. Like, look at this magnificent bounty of like produce we have.
There are some amazing things here, yes.
Some of them are truly fascinating.
Can I pull out my orb and look into it for a few seconds so I can look around?
Yeah, in the top of this and at the bottom of this building right here, like through a window, you see like through your orb, it's glowing brightly. That the anvil is in that building. That is the most worthwhile thing. That is the most expensive thing here.
Okay, well obviously I'm not going to trespass, so that'd just be rude.
Huh. Not to otters, but mice. Mice, you'll do it.
I mean,
God-fearing
more
mice.
witnesses here than there was back there. Plus, no distraction. Moving on.
I'd like to ask Tincture, I'm not sure if this is pertinent to know now, but have you been able to take goods from here, move it through the yurt back to Liminal?
Yes, anything. We can move anything back and forward. We've been trying. We haven't gotten anything to grow from here there. Not yet, at least. We have had multiple attempts, but we have had great success in things growing from liminal here, and also anything coming out of those flowers sometimes give us more seeds from somewhere else, and we have continued here as well.
Have you tried to grow a word tree here?
I believe there is a word tree here already. We've seen some of the remnants of the roots. They basically crumble in our hands.
A dead word tree.
Yes, we haven't located the actual tree itself just yet. But and that comes to the second part of why I've invited you here. It can be dangerous further out of town. We have this location pretty well locked down. Like, we have our guards, and you do see like guards with spears, and some of them with just guns, and some of them with guns that look more like the Blunderhaus of yours, Vatna. Some of them look really sci-fi.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, it's just like, but out there are some of the strangest creatures. I hope you all recall the very large red-cap centipede type creature that we encountered the first time we were here.
Wish I could forget it.
They roam the wilderness outside.
All of this from the anvil.
The anvil just made the road, and like this was cultivating the plants.
Ah, a group effort.
Yes.
Well, it would
I
definitely
love what you've done with the place.
make sense for us to keep things open so that we can keep trade going back and forth.
And protect each other as may need be. As probably will need be.
See, that is exactly what I... Oh, go ahead.
I would say, what benefit would there be to annexing yourself from us?
There have been growing nightmares, and many of us have had them, of a flaming scythe. and just this world crumbling to dust again. And
Scythe. The tool of a landscaper.
And you think we're responsible for that?
we
Or a gardener.
Mm-hmm.
Common denominator at the very least.
we're not sure that you're responsible exactly, but Liminal itself, we worry, will be destroyed. That is our fear. That is the conclusion that a lot of our scholars have come to. That Liminal is at its end. And if we are still connected to Liminal at that time, will we be destroyed as well? Is it worth taking that chance? That is the argument.
We must take the fight to the gods themselves.
And here I was just thinking of a vacation home on a different planet.
Or a rental lease agreement.
I own some land. I can invite some people to stay into it and have them pay off the mortgage and sell it and get more. I mean,
That tree will be mine.
which one, Vatna?
Yes.
Do you want a sit down, or are you good? Who's taller, me or Vatna?
Probably Vatna. Like, I think you're like
4
3 foot-
feet.
Yeah, he's taller. It's like, you're good. You're talking to yourself there, buddy.
You do have like an 8-foot tall jellyfish, though, so.
I'll have a sit down.
Hey, Squishy, why don't you let him rest up there so he doesn't have to roam?
So Tincture's just like motions out of the town to the east, and she says, "We haven't gone far to the east. Like, we have planted, and it has spread, but after a while, everything loses its color out there. And I will be honest with you, some have gone out to explore it but have not returned. But we're nomads, and we are used to Pastora. This is strange woods, like densely packed vines. It's unknown territory for us. And if you could do us this favor and explore in our stead, we will reward you as greatly as we can."
Well, I'm sure we can come to an agreement of helping for our fine friend.
I think that means the answer is yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Excellent. So, that page we don't need. So you all, who wants to be like the path maker situation? Who wants to do a roll for how well you guys do just getting out, basically?
I have
Nope,
spyglasses.
Vatna's on a leash right now.
I have spyglasses I can wear to let me see for things far away and focus. So I can lead, I guess.
Go for it.
Sure. I think that's probably going to be courage and wits again, but add an additional 4-sider for having luggage that is your spyglasses.
Okay. So that. Sorry, I gotta type it all in.
Yeah.
While she's doing that, hey, Matza, can you kind of write down everything so we can get an inventory of what they might need help with?
Moss is just like on it, and like pulls out his little their little visor, the green visor thing, and so it's just like pull out their pencil and just like writing everything down.
Did I do it right? I did it.
Yeah, you did. So,
Ugh.
7 is not great.
Nope. Dirty.
What's that?
These glasses must be dirty.
Right? It's just like
Getting muck on them from something.
so like you get in there and like you do walk past, like this is the first thing you guys see. It's like, and this fucking Tink's just hanging back trying to like convince people that you guys are helping. But you just see this like bulbous fruit and it's huge, like you guys are your normal height, but Krieg, you are reminded of being your mouse size. That's the scale that we're dealing with right now.
Ah, yes, the familiar feeling of being small.
Just itty bitty. And like
This is interesting.
like they weren't kidding. Things were growing, but they're growing out of control. Unlike little garden plots in the town, what you are seeing is just like this rampant growth of just every different kind of like the fruits and vegetables all smashed together, and giant fern-like things. And like as you're standing there, they are actively growing, and you guys see the rabbits are like having to move their feet repeatedly to like not be caught up in the vines. And that's for all of you right now. Like the plants are going to grow over you if you don't start dodging and stuff. So I am going to need how each one of you escapes this situation, and feel free to include your rabbits in how you guys are getting out of the situation. But that is the conflict right now. It's you all versus the plants, and feel free to just however you want to deal with it.
Well, I'm
Ice, baby.
I'm climbing aboard, squishing, and have him float us around, avoiding the various things. Since he doesn't technically have to touch the ground, he can easily get around things better than I can.
Camel's just whacking whatever comes close with a freeze bat.
Going to be acting as my spotter, looking at places where there's an opening where something has fallen over, and I'll be using my saber or alternately little bits of flame to try to clear a path through, or maybe have something heavy like create a path for both of us to get through.
I'm gonna have Ella backpack on my back, and I'm gonna start climbing over the larger vegetables to grab onto one of the tall stalks, and then try to hop around from large vegetable to large vegetable while she
We
hangs
should
on.
bring some samples back for the science people. I'm sure there's some food nuts back home that would like to take a look.
Yeah, as long as I'm moving skillfully, I can scoop some samples. Put them in pocket.
For sure. So, Vatna, do you want to roll me a courage plus wits is what I think it's going to be for you. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the 2 dice.
Yeah, 2d6 and add a 4-sider for Amel helping you out.
Oh,
I'm looking for. Yeah, that's gonna. So you see Amel just swinging for the rafters. Like they got it was a total of 7 when I was looking for like a 10. So Amel just swinging for the rafters, just smashing all of the vines away as they come at her. But then it's just like guys ever seen like a pumpkin grow around a rock or something? That basically happens to Amel, and she just is inside one of the fruits now.
Oh my.
Professor Winter, that is what you see. You are seeing like Amel gets swallowed by a pumpkin.
Nope, Vatna's gonna dive in, intervene. Fuck this. Slicing that thing open, corroding it with his reality thread.
Yeah, that would
Walter
probably.
style.
I'm thinking courage plus heart for that. We're looking for an 8.
Oof.
Yeah, I'm actually also going to be helping out with that slicing. No one's getting left behind.
Okay, so add 2d6 and a d4, I believe. Yeah, there you go.
Oof.
Much better.
So you guys do manage to like cut Amel out of like this pumpkin. And inside it's just like what's the most unsettling the color and inside of a pumpkin could be?
The moldy
Oh no.
December
Greenish,
pumpkin.
blackish.
Yeah.
And it's just like it doesn't smell great in there. And it's like just dripping. And Amel's just like
Is it dead
What?
inside?
It smells like it might be. This one smells like it might be dead inside. Yes.
Now I'm curious. Was it dead? Amel, when you were inside, was it always black or just when we cut it open?
No, that's just like I wasn't inside it myself. Like she was inside outside. You know what I mean? Like she
Okay.
got overlapped.
Okay.
Wait,
I
are
was
the
wondering if
samples?
we cut it open and it was black, or if it was black. the whole
Are the
time.
samples I'm taking like rotten fruit and vegetables in my pocket?
Some of them
Oh.
might be, but some of them aren't. Like some of them are definitely like the pumpkins are definitely just some kind of weird death squash.
Ugh.
I'm looking for like any type of fresh seed that might be around.
The pumpkins have a seed that looks slightly like a skull. They're also so big that it's about the size of a skull.
Mm-mm.
I
That's a no.
hold it up for everyone.
No.
Well, isn't this curious
Let's get rid of
and
it.
telling? I like play with its jaw a little bit.
Ugh.
Hello, Akhana. I want to talk to you about
This
secrets.
weekend at Bernie eating these pumpkins.
What kind of secrets?
I like that this conversation's going on at the same time you're still being actively attacked by plants.
Let's move forward so we're not consumed.
I'll throw the seed at one of the flowers that's attacking and try and move on.
Can you give me a courage and wits roll, Nichol, to see if you can Professor Winter, to see if you can get past. I'll just call you Officer Trafford so I don't mess with everybody.
Fair enough. It's supposed to be rolling the dice. Oh, there it goes.
There we go.
Oh no.
Ooh, these rolls.
Yeah, these are some rough rolls.
Garbage.
Okay. Officer Trafford, like you are just clear cutting your way through it. There's like slashing your way through all of the. Didn't see the dice didn't appear for anybody. I don't think. It also took a million years for them to appear.
Yeah,
I
I thought I
well,
saw the last one, but I didn't see mine.
yeah, I saw Vatna's and I saw Akhana's and then
Maybe because I did the 1d6 plus 1d4 is one roll instead of 2.
Akhana did it that way too when they showed up. Everything's weird.
Make sure
Yeah.
you're. Oh, there's a space after the first number, and then make sure your 3D dice are on.
Yep, 3D dice are on.
So weird. Oh, well,
I click the button on the side.
the perils of Roll20.
Like the upper left.
So as you cut your way through, and like I just imagine you're just clear cutting with your like ruby saber.
Yeah.
Or your red crystal saber. It's not particularly ruby, at least I don't think it's a ruby.
Ruby adjacent.
Ruby adjacent saber.
Demon Heart sword as a weed whacker. I love it.
And just like you're cutting through and like, you hit and they look like just a bunch of what are those flowers that look like they're bells? You know what I'm talking about?
I want to say bellflowers, but that can't be right, can it?
I don't think.
Blue bonnets?
Maybe blue bonnets. I actually do think
Twi's an expert.
Well, there's one called bellflowers, technically.
Oh no, blue bonnets are not them. Although those are cute. Oh yeah, the bellflowers are close enough. That's just annoying that the names are just right there. So as you swing, you see a bush of those, and as you hit that and cut through it, they just start chiming so loud.
Ow.
And it's just like it's going to require you all to just cover your ears and just move forward. And the rabbits are just you see all four of the rabbits getting very disoriented by this sound.
Yep.
Yeah.
I notice that I'm going to grab Old's hand and try to at least keep her on the right path.
I'm gonna rip the bottom of my shirt part and start ripping up threads of it and start stucking in my ears and passing it around.
I'm gonna be flying around, like slicing all the things while looking for like a fruit to eat.
Yeah, pull some earplugs out of my back pocket and put them in while having Squishy pick up matzah. Let's
Does
go.
anyone have a flame thrower?
Yeah, I could make flame, but not really. Oh, but I can make flame. Let's leave it at that.
Can we use our...
Oh, I say throw it, Mel.
Sorry, what was that?
can we use our quest powers here?
Yeah, you guys can definitely use like your quest powers. We're just gonna make a roll that's different for them, but we'll figure it
Okay.
out.
I'm gonna have to go find my sheet, but I will let you know.
So
Yeah, possibilities.
if you are actively looking for something to eat, Vatna, you can roll me a wit plus. I'm gonna say a wit plus charm.
D6 and D4, I think.
Yeah, and I would say it right now. I'm looking for an 8.
Oof.
Yeah, it's not an easy one. Okay, so that's a 5. Because he rolled a 2 and then a 3.
Yeah.
You see something that smells amazing. Like it's
would it put me in danger if I tried to like follow it?
it maybe not danger. It's at the top of a like it's a
Would it leave others in danger?
No, it would take you a little bit away from the group, but currently Akhana is like stuffing everybody, like helping all the rabbits like put bandages over their ears to stop the bell noise. You just wouldn't be able to tell anybody where you're going right now because of the sound of the bell. Like you might be underestimating how deaf it is making everybody else when you tell them. It's just like, I'm gonna go check that out. If you were gonna go check out that smell.
Okay.
Not worth it, even if it would split us just for a little. So no.
Okay.
Found what I was looking for. I've got an ability called Speak with the Trees. I can use in normal rules 2 AP and have the trees watch over the party until you leave the forest. Trees will begin to sway and rustle if you approach a trap or danger, and then they will rustle increases as you draw nearer to danger.
Yeah, that sounds like a heart and a wit for me.
Okay.
And I would let you add a foresighter to it.
So, heart, wit,
The moth does not stray from the flame.
heart is a 4. So, 1d6, 2d4, or 2d6, 1d4.
I think it's
'Cause my heart's a 4 is what I
yeah.
got.
So it's 1d6 2d4 because your wit's 6. I'm gonna give you another 4 because you're using an ability, which basically counts as you guys using luggage. And in this game, anytime you use an item, it's called luggage.
Oh, that was the wrong game. I didn't. Sorry.
How much luggage do we have?
Oh, whenever you say what you're using is what your luggage is. And you guys can find anything if you guys can learn how to roll. And so far, you guys really just are not very good at it. So that's a 7. Again, I was looking for an 8 because this whole place is like challenge rank was level 8. And I'm going to have to start hurting you guys.
Can I play a card then that just...
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just going to use... where is it? Just like the wild card to just increase it by 1 then.
Sure, okay.
Get to that.
Nice.
+1.
So yeah, all of the, like, you guys see Krieg casting some spell and all of the plants just stop. Maybe not all of them. A good majority of them stop actively attacking you all. But it's just like they're not clearing a space for you. Like some of the larger ones are like pointing a direction for you to go. That is the clearest path, but that is what is happening.
Pat it on the side and be like, thanks, buddy. And be like, let's go that way.
Understood.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow Krieg.
I still got it. Yeah.
You see Matsu like quickly writing things down. Like I'm picturing all of them with just like head bandages, but with like cotton stuffed in their ears. And then like you
Right
see,
on a note saying, remember, Matza, trees can be helpful since he can't really hear.
I'll give it a tincture.
Oh my god.
Which
So,
way
yeah.
did you take us?
Well, it's not super dangerous. If that's what you're worried. It is just mildly dangerous.
Cool.
So yeah, at this part, it's like the world has lost its color, including you guys. Like you don't, when you look at yourselves, you're not the colors that you expect to be. You're very desaturated. Like the air tastes like thinner. Like it literally just it tastes like stale air.
Like
How does
burned
the air
leaf
taste?
ash.
How does the air taste compared to the moon when I was on it originally?
The same. It is back to that. Like whatever growth that the otters have like managed to create is it has not reached this far out.
No process is perfect.
Or this planet's fight back to the way it used to be.
Sure. Well, should we continue or?
Yeah, up to you guys if you guys want to like
There
take
any
samples or continue on or Go ahead.
I've been working with soil recently. Would this have like any type of fertility?
Very much the opposite.
Ew.
You get the feeling that anything you plant in this isn't gonna grow the way that you would want it to.
Oh, this is laborious. Don't know if that's a word.
Well, there are lots of trees around, so that works. I mean, can you call these trees
I was
vines?
gonna say, just because it's here doesn't mean it's alive.
Not trees, leeches.
Roll me a wit and a heart, Vatna.
I think my heart is bleh. 6.
6 is actually good enough. You do, like, on one of the roots, you do see a small, like, worm-like creature.
There, the slugs. My antithesis. It must be purged.
How do you purge a slug?
Fire, salt. A torturous bath of both.
I'm sure I've got salt from what I was eating. Mata, do you have anything?
Yeah, and still make fire.
Oh, right, you can't hear
Why
me.
don't you try the salt? Why don't you try the salt first? Cause I'm worried if I try fire, it might spread.
Is the bell still going on?
Yeah, you can still hear the bells in the distance.
Alright, I'll make sure to write it down so Matza can see it. Do you have any salt?
Yeah, Vatna will just conjure just like an elephant size load of salt. Just like,
Yeah,
cast forth. We'll try
I-
and just like send it in a wave of sand.
so you can 100% hit it with a elephant size amount of salt.
Never mind, Matza.
That feels like wits and courage, I guess. And we're just looking for an 8.
Can I assist with my salt as well?
Sure, just
Not as big as his, but
so go ahead and roll 3d6, and we're looking for an 8. How?
Oh, I'm gonna play a wild card to increase by 1.
Okay.
If
he just
I have
adds
to,
another inch on the elephant's trunk, and that's what gives us that extra.
It's just literally just like a elephant-sized thing of salt hits it, and Krieg just opens up one of the packets and just pours it on top.
It's like, haha! I'm helping.
Like
I have
from
to
the
grab 2
hotel.
packs so that we can get up to where we need to be.
I will give you a couple things for it. The fact is, squishing it works. It killed it. But when you hit all the salt, you just see worms pouring out of all of them. Like
Oh.
the branches are just like the branches start moving, and it's just worms crawling out of it to die. Like you hit it with the salt, and they're all just like screaming.
Can we try, Nichol? Can you try fire? Officer Trafford, can you try fire?
Yeah,
At least one of them.
Fire is very good. I'm going to try to burn one quickly there.
If that works,
Preferably
add
one
cards.
that's screaming. If it's in pain, maybe like quick fire will put it out of its misery, if nothing else.
Oh, I sure hope.
I have a card if that works.
So
Card template.
sorry, I'm trying to find it. I got a lot of cards to go through.
yeah, you're fine. I know you're good for it. So, So what do you think of the role is there, Officer Trafford? It's probably wits to cast magic here. That's what I've been doing. But it could be courage, it could be heart. I would accept either one of these.
But for the same, I think in this case it would be more of a courage sort of thing, because trying to focus past the screaming, and in fact, I think I might use one of my traits of unflinching there to just either get the job done, make sure that they're out of their misery and out of our misery.
Oh, absolutely. Go ahead and we'll do. Do you want increased effect, or do you want to roll another 6-sider? I'm looking for an 8.
I think in this case, roll another 6-sider because my wits are 4. So.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. So was it 664?
Yeah.
6. Yeah.
I'll roll them separately here just to make sure that it doesn't do that weird thing again.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, you got the 8 just right there. All right, so we ended up with a full 10. But yeah, you set multiple of these worms catch at once, and like there's some screaming, and for a second, as they scream, they're screaming in multiple languages. Like, and one of them is just cursing and just like every language that you've ever like heard, and multiple ones that you've never. Oh, go ahead.
I want to grab the cursing one and put it in a vial.
That sounds like heart and
I relate with it.
courage to reach through the fire.
Oh yeah, I can put it out. It's fine.
All right. Probably just a 6. Like the fire is not meant to attack you.
All right, my courage is 6, and you said heart.
Yep.
And come on.
Yeah. So like
Hey.
So yeah, you pull a jar out and just like stuff this like little worm in it. Up close, it looks like a lamprey. Lamprey, you know,
Yeah.
like a little leech type creature, and it is still like you shake the jar and the fire on it goes out, but it is screaming obscenities.
Amazing.
And just like not racial slurs, not that like anything that you would scream when you stub your toe is what this thing is screaming, but in every language that you've ever heard, on top of multiple different languages. You see Squishy just like raise an eyebrow. I don't know if Squishy has eyebrows, but like one of the sides of his glasses goes up, because clearly Squishy knows more languages than all of you.
Yes.
And you see him like take 2 of his tentacles and like put them over all of the rabbits. He's pulling them in and just really.
She's fine.
Proof of the knowledge that I have sucked dry from deserving worlds.
Are these trees crumbling when we touch them?
Yes, like these aren't so much trees, but like you're at closer range. I'm just gonna like give it to you. These are roots of a tree.
Of a word tree?
It does appear to be. These worms do match the description of what the library is, but like much smaller, like a millionth the size. But this is an infestation.
What are we dealing with here?
Can I? Where is it? I was gonna look at my stats again. Can I roll wit and courage to find out what we're dealing with?
Yeah. I'll let you add another 4-sider. I think the bells have worn off by now. I'll let you add another 4-sider if you include Matza in the research. But with just the caveat that if something goes wrong with this, Matsu is implicated in what the harm that could be caused.
Okay.
So just for the record, all of you for the rest of this game can do that. You can say that you are using your little like blunt apprentice, but if it's a low roll, there's a chance that they could be hurt doing it.
So 2d4, 1d6.
Yep, and I'm just looking for a 6 because you already have some previous knowledge. I hope you roll a 3.
I
You did not.
over total.
He rolled a 1, a 2, and a 1.
Can Amel be a part of that attack in some fashion?
You could have Mel helping out, but it's just gonna add a 4-sider. You want to roll a 4-sider and see if you can add it?
Yeah,
So-
like this
I
is
can play
like
a card on that last.
Yeah,
No,
you
I
need
can't.
at least a
Kinda-
2.
this is like kind of her like final exam type mission. So risk is involved.
For sure. Roll me 1d4 and we'll add it to the 6 that they've already got going on.
Hey, there you go.
I think it's just as Krieg and Masa were like down studying the roots, a larger worm came like lunging out of one of the branches, and Amel just like you just hear like what's that noise that happens in Smash when you like KO somebody in one hit? You know what I'm talking about? That fun.
Yeah.
Like, and just like
This happened before. Krieg realizes this has happened before when he was working on that mushroom tree, and he had to have Ox save him, the spider.
It's just every time, like you get really focused in on it, and then it's just like, oh, thanks. Whenever you're around the roots of word trees, that happens to you.
Look up and say, Matza, this is the reason why we can't hyper focus on everything, because this. If he just points at the giant worm now.
I was like, combat, get your butts in gear.
Absolutely. So here's what you find. You find some of these roots, like, you start to climb up a little bit because you're little, like, and Squishy's like helping you out, and Masa's also little, and you're checking near the tops, and you notice that it's clear cut up there, like sliced cleanly,
as if a scythe might cut something.
as if a scythe may have, as though it has been like cleaved. But you as a ranger know it's just like, no, this is an infestation. Like you cut away the dead fruit, like this is a danger to everything.
Yeah.
So like if this spreads, if this plant gets too big, you destroy your whole garden. So what are you gonna do?
Cut it out.
So I think you and Matza would come to the same like thing. It's just like they cut this planet away to save everything else.
There's something here that's.
And it must die.
Matza's just like, I think it's the worms, like they're clearly active right now.
Vatna, have you seen these somewhere before?
I have had visions, dreams, scents, whispers, webs. Never before have I gazed upon them.
So, only in hallucinations, never in person.
Precisely.
Also
Okay.
guessing
But
that
upon witnessing them at this moment, I know them to be my very nemesis.
What were you gonna say, officer?
I was going to say it sounds like the answer means we need to wreck them and keep them from getting any further.
Complete agreement.
So
Okay.
Ella and I have been working on a grenade type incendiary device that we just so happen to pack with us.
I have jet fuel if it would assist in a greater combustion.
Well, with most problems, you want to go to the root of it, not the outliers. This is like, is there more dead further on? I'm assuming.
Oh, for sure. Like you have started to enter just the area of just nothing but dead
we
roots and stuff.
Yeah, I want to
can
scout
Yes,
either-
but the outliers must be kept from escaping as well.
around.
That's very true.
So, like
So
a
you-
perimeter fault line or fire ring, and then find the center of this mess.
So we have been having
Um,
the DCs like the disconnects happen at 6:40, and right
Oh,
now it's
yeah.
6:38. So I
Uh-oh.
don't like. So it might we might DC here in a second. Just
okay, so
heads up.
put it on pause a little bit.
Maybe if anybody needs a drink or to go to the bathroom real quick, that this would be a good time. I'm gonna run the iPad to Nico real quick. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Hmm.
I had a fleeting thought just now, and then Alan spoke. Something.
I mean, what should we look for?
Nuclear.
Also, that as a note, I really hope you properly labeled the jet fuel this time so we don't have that other incident where I nearly threw it all overboard and blew up something that should have been blown up.
Leave
Oh
like a trail.
dear.
You know what? I'm just
Yeah.
gonna like quote unquote cut to commercial by just swapping to the announcements page. So you guys will be muted to the stream for that time, and
Okay.
if it disconnects, it disconnects.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Well, we could lay a line of jet fuel around the corrupted parts, and then when we find the middle, we can light that on fire and watch it go back.
Yes, a jet fuel sprinkler. I love the idea.
I'm on board.
Just have to be very careful not to light it on fire until we're all done.
And also be just as careful that nothing gets through before we light it. Because it's going to be all pointless if we light it and half the things are outside it.
This is also true.
It's like a
Just so
magic engineering type thing.
Yeah, so just in case you guys are wondering, there are tons of these these
How much-
worms are coming like about the size of a human finger, like an adult finger, is how big they are normally. The one that attacked Krieg real quick was a large one, but it's gone now. It got smacked away with a baseball bat.
Are they leaving any tracks on the ground that we can follow?
They're coming out of the roots. They're not going anywhere particularly. They just seem to be trying to get away from the salt, which is not killing them. It's just more just hurting them. They don't like it. The fire was killing them.
So we're back live.
Yeah.
Okay. Can I use my load to pull a sprinkler that I had in my null space into this place? Is that a thing that I could do?
That is
pop a sprinkler right in here.
It's probably going to be a heart wit roll. I think makes sense for that. I'm not sure how anybody could help you with that though.
Yeah.
We could.
If you need more hands, I can have Squishy help you.
I'd just be trying to keep the worms away from him while he's doing
that. Would I understand
weird
that?
bot stuff.
Yeah, add another 6-sider as everybody else is beating the worms away from you.
I'm gonna try it. So that's 2d6 and 1d4.
Yep, and I'm looking for an 8. But that is mostly because of the stress of... Yeah, you got it.
Yeah.
Oh, heck yeah.
Thank God.
I like how that die just really bounced around, though.
I saw the one flash. I was like, no.
I'm not 100% Roll20 knows what dice rolling looks like in real life.
It's not this.
That is not me, calling you out Roll20. I'm just saying.
Say... Nichol, please help me load this fuel into this sprinkler so we can spray it everywhere.
Is it a sprinkler or is it like a weed whack, like a pesticide sprayer?
I was thinking like an automatic sprinkler, to spread water, but rig it to spread jet fuel instead.
Yeah, that's not gonna. Nothing's gonna go wrong with this one. No, it's don't worry, guys. We're gold. Don't worry.
I'm gonna keep the buns out of this radius.
Yes,
Mostly for them to come over to the outside of it.
I can do that.
Akhana, can you roll me a heart with a heart with a courage? This one's just for Akhana. Nobody can help you on that, sadly.
I got an 8.
8 is perfect. So Akhana, as they're doing that, the worms are jumping at you, and you're just either shooting them down or cutting them down, and Ella's just back flipping around, slicing them in half. But you cut into one of these branches, and you see the rings of it for a split second, and you see the infinite tree again. It just flashes in your mind, and you just see it wither and die right in front of you, and then you snap right back to where you were.
You
And
okay
that is-
there?
I think no matter what happens, the gardeners are gonna come talk to us. Again.
Wait, good.
Well,
That is what I wanted to talk to you about, Akhana. Those secrets. What do you and yours know about the gardeners?
I
we
don't
talk
remember.
and walk.
I don't remember.
It's just like, don't worry.
For real though, like how
We started
how's my
blasting.
Never mind.
As your
Yeah.
Anyway,
Oh, Twy's onto something.
So are we clear to light it?
not yet. We want to get further in, then light it.
Yeah, we
I
still
mean-
have to find out.
Yeah.
Alright, I get high and in. Fly.
Okay, so
Give me
go
the
ahead.
word light, man.
Call me
Whenever-
the man with the water cannon game.
I don't know what game you're talking about.
He doesn't either.
Is it Super Mario Sunshine?
Can we say that? I can't say that. You can't say that word.
Mario?
Sunshine?
Shush! They'll hear you.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is it Super Mario Sunshine? Is that better?
Mario. Yeah. That.
So, you guys start going even further into the forest, and oop, that's a worm. No, it's not me copy and pasting you guys. That's just a worm. Try to grab you guys without grabbing any worms. It's a real difficult thing. You guys are real worm adjacent right now.
Is it getting bigger or is it staying the same spot?
The roots are gathering together more and becoming more like tree-like the further in you go. But you do hear the snapping of roots and the snapping of branches in the distance. Not even that far away. You've stopped because you are hearing some loud rumbling. Like something is moving in the forest.
I want to climb up higher and see if I can see anything. I'm going to try to use my spy glasses again, but...
Alright, it's courage and a wit, and then add a foresighter to it.
If you want, I can have Squishy help you up the tree.
4?
You can add another foresighter if you take the help from Squishy.
Alright.
I'm looking for a 6. I'm only looking for a 6. You're rolling 4 dice.
I'm rolling. Other things have happened. Alright, good thoughts, good thoughts.
Well, there's a 6.
Beautiful.
And now we've wasted that really good roll.
Oh, no.
No.
Well, I gotta know what's out there.
So two things. Like, before you see what's out there, you have to see, like, you look down at the branch, and you see this happening. Like, these are the worms, just like, all the wood is nonstop covered by these lamprey, like, worm creatures. Just, it's completely covered, the entire thing. Like, you can't put your foot down or your hand down without touching them.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna hop
What?
off this tree. But I was trying to see what was breaking the branches.
Oh no, you with the
Different
with your 16, you saw what's out there.
Okay.
It's a real
Yeah.
big whitecap.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
It does not see you guys yet, but it's real big, and it's like stomping through the trees.
We have company.
Is
Not
it the
fun
sort of
guy.
company we were warned about?
Yes, exactly. Precisely.
Another one.
It's a white cap. Just anyone know anything specific about these guys?
I am
They're
familiar.
Yep, I believe. Yep, that
My very
ends up
first
seeing something like that.
conquest.
Okay, great.
Well, I mean, to be fair, not just yours. I remember a cop was also involved with that one.
Now, 2 questions. Towards it or away from it?
I mean, we don't do anything. There's a chance it's gonna just keep trampling through and maybe not come near us, but
And then get lit on fire later.
And then spread the fire everywhere else.
Yeah.
oof.
Like, can we feed it napalm? Like, does it like that stuff? Will it drink anything, any fluid that we give it, that we shove in its stupid little nose?
They have been shown to avoid like things that are not bodily fluid.
What if it was biodegradable?
Mm.
I guess it would really depend on how you roll.
What is this napalm made out of? Is it corn based? I don't know. Amel has all the explosives.
Or it could be covert and I mean I have sneak attack and I've got my tattoo does poison damage.
Gonna lipify the white cap.
I mean
I don't think we want to
No.
do that.
yeah, I forgot
I've
about
got
that.
a gun that can do 20 damage.
That's awesome.
Officer Trafford, Al comes up to you and he's Al's just like pulls off his like earmuffs or whatever. And he's just like, something very interesting. If my calculations are correct, and they're never not, if we keep going the direction that Akhana has pointed out is where the white cap is, we will be directly underneath where liminal is currently. If we look, we'll be directly underneath the star that is liminal. He points up and just like, I'm pretty sure that's liminal.
Okay, and if that's the case, I think assuming if the hallway that I first went through was that'd probably be right near where we also found the ruined city and that anvil in the first place.
That's an odd
Yes
coincidence.
and no, because you guys crash landed on this place.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Do we want to kill it or let it live?
Is this the like the heart of this?
It feels like it's the heart of it, yeah.
I
It feels
say.
like there are answers going forward.
Make inquiries. Quick. We all know why we are here. As the chaos we have left in our wake, waiting to be lit.
We're gonna
Right.
start fire here.
I
then?
myself am curious. So I will
Yeah.
hold my ignition.
Um,
All right, let's try to go softly, try to go quietly, and get in, get our info, and get out.
Yeah. Turn off the sprinkler for now.
Alright, so, Officer Trafford, would you like to give me basically like a Pathfinder roll, clear cut yourself to the center with all's like mapping your direction?
Yeah, I think that would probably be the best bet, especially since all has the calculations as to the best way to get to our destination.
I want
Have
to
we
go
come
with.
across any otter corpses? Sorry, I didn't mean to.
Oh yeah, it's fine. Well, I can give you that answer based on how Nichol roll and Officer Trafford rolls.
So, what do you need me to roll then?
What do you think? It's definitely courage,
Yeah,
but I would accept basically anything else as the second one, depending on how you think how you would want to do it. If it's just like following the map that all setting out for you, that might be hard.
yeah, I think it'd probably be mainly following the map, trusting all to know the way to go, and just making sure nothing's standing in our way.
Yeah, I would accept heart for that for sure.
Okay. So in that case, it'll be 2d6.
Right? And then add on 1d4
I'm
for
gonna
all
go
helping you. What's that?
All right.
I'm gonna go with because I have firepower to launch.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm a wizard.
Okay.
Can I add magic to it?
We're looking for an 8 right now. What would you do to add to it, Vatna?
Just like add some of the energy that it takes in order to channel what they're going for. Just like help the threads along to make it more efficient.
Okay, so 2d6 and 2d4. We're just looking for an 8. Wow.
Oh my god!
No!
Wow.
How?
That's 4
I-
4s, everyone. And that's 4 1s, everyone.
I don't have words
It's
for that.
What
fantastic.
happened?
It's just
I don't.
amazing.
Can someone clip that for posterity?
It is 1 1 1 1. It's
I'm
That's
physically
impossible.
No, it's not. It's right there.
it's just
sick. The chance of you rolling that for
Inconceivable.
this.
you. We can't adjust any of these dice.
I
Nobody-
tried.
Okay,
Yeah.
There's
no,
a bingo, and the
okay.
bingo is.
Bingo card.
I
Sorry.
will accept that
Yeah.
bingo for those
What's that?
circumstances. I think that is very fair play of that card.
Oh yeah, this bingo, yeah, for sure. The bingo rules, absolutely.
Good
That's
lord.
hilarious.
Uh,
I was just making sure that we weren't like adjusting it because that is the crittest fail I have ever seen.
oh yes.
Mathematically,
Who's responsible for this?
it's like Moss is responsible
Who's,
for this. I know.
who's been
I'm
talking to
oh.
Kay?
So you guys all like following through, and just nobody happens to notice the second giant white cap. Just you see, just a hand come flying out and just grab Al directly in its claw as he's not even looking. Like Al's not looking at all. The claw comes out of nowhere and just swoop, gone.
Yeah, actually, about that, I'm not sure if I just played there, but I'm thinking that's something that would happen over my dead body.
Okay, so you guys see that hand come out, and then Officer Trafford jumps in the way. Officer Trafford is now so high in the sky as this giant centipede of a white cap like bursts out of the guy, and like worms and branches like are falling down around you, and like this game doesn't really have damage, but you are being given the condition of like pinned and wounded. It like you are bleeding from a giant gash across your chest, and this thing is just kind of like anteater licking at your wounds.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I don't care who you are not getting your hand on him.
I will pull out Draconis and just rain down the fires of the dragon's hell. Just like
Wait, why is Over My Dead Body on a timer?
I don't know.
That's interesting.
It's like an hour.
Yeah, I think that's supposed to be just the refresh time, not the.
No, it says take all the damage character would take this last 3 minutes, so
Oh, okay.
all is continuing to be under my protection.
So yeah, it's licking like you guys see it's slowly like changing color in front of you. Like
I just go for its like most vital to survive part and
Yeah.
pierce it with the fire your Avenger sword.
Yeah, find an opening, take it. Doesn't matter.
I'm gonna snipe. And then deckhand.
Would this be considered a boss? Out of curiosity.
probably yeah.
And then would this be its first turn grabbing Nichol?
The first thing it did was grabbing Nichol, yes.
Okay, cool. Please continue. Unless it's my turn, then I will go.
It can be anybody's turn. Actually, it's probably Lurid's because he said he was gonna like swing the Draconis, which is a fiery dragon longsword that he got from I think it was the Date game.
Think so. Sounds right. It's in the lore somewhere. Yeah, is that 2D? Something?
One of them is definitely courage because courage is how you roll attacks.
So that's my 6.
So what do you think you're doing for the other part of it?
Nichol is giving me the opening I need, taking the full hit, so I can go for the vital spot, cleanly. So just like
Heart?
I was thinking wit, because like it's like
Wit? Okay.
identifying that
Alright.
that point.
Absolutely.
Seven.
It's just you see him like you go for that hit, and he just like slashes out and catches you, and one of your wings gets clipped.
Does it not connect?
Oh, 7's gonna miss. He is the boss of it. He is.
I am going to card that.
Okay. Are you re-rolling? Oh, okay. So make the 3 a 6. So yeah, that's a 10. So yeah, yeah. So like you see the Akhana. This is very interesting for you. You see, there's a second that you see Vatna flying up there, swinging a sword, and then getting slashed, and his wing gets like sliced wide open. But then immediately, you get a flash of the infinite tree thing, of the infinity tree, and then you see him successfully attack. You see that hit go off. So yeah, the white cap is, you are suddenly like made very aware that the white caps are way sturdier than red caps, and like it takes damage and it reels back.
I forgot what its ability is, but it's like a thing that does more damage, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does more damage, but the way that this game works is it's not really based on damage. You guys don't have hit points either.
Okay.
So it's all just like narrative. You guys just have to succeed enough times for it to be dead. And just like we have to just tell an interesting enough story.
Right
and
on.
Then it will succeed. So it does drop Officer Trafford. And
fuck that part of it in particular.
Can I have squishy
That I
drain?
made a hole in. Yeah, and I'll try and jump back.
So
Oh,
at least am I no longer pinned at this point at least?
Yeah, you're no longer pinned. You're just like, you've got a large gash and you're bleeding. And it's like, it doesn't have eyes, but you know it's locked on you. It's locked on your blood.
I got you.
Alright.
I'm
You all
assuming
right
you're
there,
pretty
Rahul?
high up.
Oh yeah, Squishy caught you. Squishy and all are there next to you. So Krieg, Akhana,
Go,
what you
Connor.
guys?
Foul critter of the dead forest.
I tried to play Snipe
Why
Trap,
must you
but
exist in anyone's
work.
reality?
Played a snipe, but it didn't work.
yeah, so it's out of my collection now, and it didn't go through.
That's
weird.
wild. Okay. So yeah.
But death cannon to its neck area.
Oh, absolutely.
Wherever. I'm trying to blow the head off this thing. Okay.
Absolutely. So roll me courage and wit, I want to say. Like knowing where its weak spot is. Plus just be willing to do it. You could have Ella help you if you like. It's good.
Yeah.
Every attack on this needs to be a 10.
You guys make a nice wound in its weak spot.
Yeah, definitely.
So that's one. Nice clean avenue.
Alright, so that's 2d6 and a d4.
Yep, if you want to add Ella into it.
Absolutely.
All right.
Please help me eagle eye this. Ah!
We're just hoping for these 4 to be a 3 because she's got 7 so
I
far.
typed and
4
instead of
plus 3.
plus.
Oh, yep.
My brain's not working.
So we got a 4, a 3, and then a
No.
1, which makes it an 8, which is not a 10.
I was doing better than before. Okay.
You were doing just better. So like the like because you played the snipe, like I'm gonna say like it goes reeling back a little bit, but Ella she got too cocky. She saw it reel back, so she just lunged in, and like Ella just gets like, what's that?
It was her one.
It was her one. Yeah, it was her one. And like
she falls off kilter, and I'll just grab her and then, give her a stare down, like, be careful, and chuck her back towards me.
Oh, you want to try to make that roll? You want to try to save her?
I do, definitely.
That's a heart and a wit. Like, you're gonna get hurt for it regardless. Like,
that's fine.
But if you fail this one, I'm gonna say this one is just a 8, not a You're just trying to get her out of danger.
Heart and a wit is a 6 and a 4.
Oh,
and that's 2 1s. That's 2 1s.
Please.
You all see Akhana and Ella get slashed by this whitecap, just absolutely just like right down both their back. And Ella's tiny. Ella just falls over. She's not dead. I'm not gonna kill her right away.
Oh my god.
But
right away.
I think what happened is Ella's basically like hooked on its like pinky nail and has been like skewered, maybe like through the leg. Very Starship Troopers. If you guys have seen that movie where the bug like stab, yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
I mean, it is one of my favorite movies.
Oh god. As soon as I get up, I'm gonna kill this thing.
And she is like in the air, screaming like rabbits screaming. It's terrible.
Mel's gonna jump in and just try and completely ice this thing's like midsection center of gravity so that it just can't pivot or turn.
You've never heard a rabbit scream? It's terrifying. Rabbits do scream. It's probably the most unsettling noise in the animal kingdom. Yeah,
Okay.
it's awful.
I didn't know you were going there, but okay.
Oh, that's somebody in the like Prophecy Zero was talking about. Anyway, so 1 second before you do something, Krieg, what's your plan here? Like,
Since it doesn't, there's no real like damage. Can I still use in for a pound?
oh yeah, it's getting like the more blood that is happening, it's getting redder and redder. And like at this point, you guys are seeing the veins in its neck and stuff like rejuvenating. Like its back legs, which have just been basically vestigial, start to like move, and they have claws on them as well. Because remember, a white cap is just stacks and stacks and stacks and stacks of red caps over hundreds of years.
Got a better idea. I'm gonna. I got ripped like Jesus.
Okay.
Play that. So, Krieg just rips off his sleeves and grabs his money shotgun and then loads it to full capacity and then aims it and says, I learned this from a friend of mine, and then fires, and then we don't know what happens yet, so roll for it.
Yes, please.
Can I do courage and heart since I'm emulating someone I admire?
It does seem like
Oh, double up.
okay.
Hold
For
them
double
twice.
up, for double up, just roll 1 6-sider twice instead of rolling everything twice.
Okay.
And like you get to roll one of the 6-siders twice and take the higher one. It's probably not going to be that one. It'll probably be that one.
Cole.
And then,
Hence the reason I no longer have sleeves.
Therefore,
how does that get doubled?
So we're keeping a 4, and then what other than courage are you rolling? Like,
Heart, since I'm trying to emulate Cole, since I admire him so much.
okay, that is a 4-sider, please. I don't think you're gonna get high enough without like. I know you said you were gonna play like in for a penny.
No,
or
it's ripped like Jesus.
Ripped like Jesus. Ah, that's right.
Double damage.
Well, I could actually help out a bit with that. Is I noticed that the white cap was looking at me earlier. I can do one of the things I'm good at and be a very annoying person and, going there yelling, "Hey, you done with me already?"
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead and roll 2 4-siders. One for your heart because I know you only have a 4, and then one for Professor Winter helping you. Yeah, look at that.
7.
So that does put it to 11. So like you blast this thing and you see a huge chunk of it, like if its exoskeleton, go flying off. Like a large portion of its head is like goes flying off, and like but underneath it, it looks like a beating heart. Like you've blown off the calcified nature of it. Like you've exposed a giant weak point of it.
Armor broke.
And then he just kind of stands there and then ejects the shell and it just kind of flies off. Oh, cool, like.
Just smoking, just like.
Mata, this is a perfect time to try and test out your other skills. It's gonna have them throw something at the bad guy.
Absolutely. Also, so, Officer Trafford, would you like to do anything? You haven't gone since you got snatched up by this thing.
me, one of the things I was thinking is with the big giants beating weak points, I think a good bit of lightning might be something to help stop that heart.
Just clear. It.
I
Oh, go ahead.
no, please resolve that. But I do have something I want.
Okay. Yeah, I'll actually defer to you on this one because I'm, still rather seriously injured, so I'm probably trying to gather up the energy. So I'll give you an opening.
Okay, so Vatna's like here now in this place of death and ash. So he's going to like reach out and channel that through his webs and like inject this thing with its own anti-life crap. Just like feed it its own death.
Yeah. That sounds like a heart.
Yeah, going back thinking back to his original slaying of one of these when the incident when the ship exploded, and play the same card for posterity.
Posterity's sake.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So I'm gonna need you to make me a courage and wisdom. I'm like, did I lose track of what it's called?
Wait,
Courage and wit.
Courage and wit. There you go. I'm like, what just happened to my brain?
yeah.
Because like it's gonna work, but this roll is how it goes. Like,
Could the card give me a D4 too?
yeah, absolutely.
Cool.
We're still looking for 10. Oh, there it is, right there.
There it is, and there it is, 13. Can I go extra?
Oh yeah, for the extra, like you get Ella out of there without Ella exploding. For the record.
Yeah, good. That's always the positive.
Ella was not mentioned in any of these.
I mean, it's always the case when these are involved. It's a rescue mission. It's never whenever something's around, someone needs help. So it's standard procedure.
Okay, yeah. I'm gonna say that does it kill the whole thing because it got buffed up twice. I don't think it's like I think it's completely.
How many webs can I stick it with?
I think how we're gonna see this. This is gonna be real gross for like people.
I want it to be gross.
So it's exoskeleton.
Fuck it up, Alan.
Its exoskeleton definitely just like shatters completely, and you see like the fact that I keep saying that it like red caps are basically tardigrades, and like they are always wet. Like, but the pictures never really show them as wet because you guys see them on land most of the time. This thing is dripping. It's like what if B was huge? Like what if B was a giant red cap? She's not. I have different plans for that story. Everybody that thinks B might be a red cap, that's not the story. I have different plans.
I like that clarification.
I don't want everybody to be like, oh, but all of the clues. I never intended any of the clues to point that way.
I do want that theory closed.
Just slam a door on that one. B is not space Nazi.
I couldn't. I gotta help. I couldn't. I don't know what to do if my mother wasn't a Nazi.
It's the working theory.
Terrible theory.
So
such a relief to hear.
This thing is huge. It's like it's dripping basically Akhana's blood, Akhana and Officer Trafford's blood, and obviously Ella. But Ella is now like stuck to basically a hangnail, not a hangnail, like a fingernail, because it's no longer attached to it. as it is
Like
now.
hanging from a branch.
No, it's
Go ahead.
paw. I don't know.
Yeah, like you guys have seen like cats lose their claws, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's basically that. So, what's the plan here? Well, do you still want to like shock it with lightning, Officer Trafford?
In fact, I do, especially now since I see it is especially wet, and hopefully blood is rather conductive of electricity.
Oh, it smells like so many pennies out here right now.
I'm trying to turn it black.
Yep, and beyond that, also I'm going to try to add a little extra trick that I learned from my time on that world with the kukla, and just, stand up grimacing, like arm holding the one wound, and then do the other one, and do like basically a Sailor Moon pose to call the lightning down on the thing. That's basically using my flamboyant talent.
Oh, absolutely.
Nichol is my favorite glitter scout. He's the lightning one. The lightning one was my favorite.
I thought Jupiter?
Yeah.
Nichol was generally the ice one, but I'll for sure let it rip with this lightning.
So
I
that would
loved-
be wits and I guess harder courage.
I think what are your stats? I can't remember.
Courage and heart are 6, wits and charm are 4.
I'll take courage and heart.
All right. Yeah, I mean, magical girl pose and attack, so fair enough.
Jupiter was my original waifu.
So,
Now you know that about me.
yeah, and I think so with using the talent, that would be a 3d6 then?
Yep, I'll take 3d6, and we're looking for a 10.
All right, let's let her rip.
Oh no!
Oh no.
Don't forget double up.
But we love you.
Oh, yeah.
Double
Reroll
up.
one of those ones. Just reroll one of them. So we got a 4 and a 1. So this needs to be a 5 or a 6. It needs to be a 5 or a 6 for a success.
Come on.
So roll me 1d6. No!
Oh.
3 ones! 3 ones!
Please.
Oh my goodness.
I appear to be done.
So you guys see the lightning come down, and it's just like it crashes into
I don't
it.
mind if I get it too. Give it to me. Hurt me.
And it's just we already did the bingo.
Second bingo. This is so bad.
And it just the claws come down and just flatten Sailor Winter to the ground. Just squish.
But no, you can't attack mid transformation. That's
It was as the lightning was coming down. Like,
Transformation.
it's just like squish, just smashing right to the ground. And well, I'm just gonna be clear. You guys definitely hear something break.
push through it. We're on a no heal bounty.
I was
And
gonna
it's
say
like,
we can stop the bleeding. That doesn't heal him, but it stops him from hurting further. Correct?
it's
It pauses.
definitely that moment of just like cough, and then a spurt of blood comes out of his mouth.
Ugh.
So
But
it sounds
I-
like I
Turtle.
have the. So it sounds like I have wounded and broken ribs now.
You are definitely wounded and broken. Everything that you do is going to be on like anything physical you do is the die lower.
Oh god.
Yeah.
What's the card where it's like it's me instead?
Oh, I have that.
over my dead body, I think, is what you're
No,
Is
looking
no,
for.
that
That's
it?
one.
Polarity.
There's
Like
also.
I want his lightning to succeed. Like I want him. Like now it's my turn to get him the opening. I like use my threads to like that I have sunk in it to like rein it back, riding Bronco style.
There was so many like this like because we can't change the ones into anything else. And even if you put the 4 to a 6, it's still only an 8.
Can
Like
I
he's
give him a shield? Oh. Can I shoot the thing?
I mean, it's like real quick for like he's on the ground. Like that's where we are in the story right now. Like it's It's not doing great because you
Okay.
broke its shell. Like, it's at its most vulnerable.
Okay, so Nichol's on the ground, but can I still try to like pull it off of him?
Yeah. I'm going around real quick because right now we're on Akhana.
Go,
Okay.
Akhana. Yeah.
Akhana, you are like, you see this happen. In the flash of the lightning, you again see the infinity tree
I don't know what to
for
do
a
with
moment, but then you also notice on the ground, like right next to you guys, one of these flowers again. Not the squirrels. Forget the squirrels. They're not there. Fuck them. You see one of these,
Books.
and it's definitely calling out to you. And you see in the distance, it's that moment in like a war movie where everything's going silent, or like you hear like the ringing, like you hear the ringing of the thunder exploding above you, the lightning.
How did we get here? We were fighting the Whitecap.
Oh, this is just on the ground.
Just Akhana.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and just to kind of sees it, like
Like I just don't. What's the scale of this thing? Is it...
This one is I want to say it's more flat. It maybe about the size of a coffin and kind of a like on the ground, like low to the ground. Like, have you guys seen like when a butternut squash grows really long?
Yeah.
It's like that. Like, what if a
So-
squash blossom was like that? Akhana. That's
So
what
like
you
a
think.
person-sized coffin.
Yes, like
Okay.
Creepy. Okay, cool. Well, what am I willing to wager that this is something that could explode and cause a chain reaction?
if you
that
would like
help
to.
us, not hurt us.
If you want to try to open this bulb, it's courage, heart, and I'll give you an additional 4 for heart helping Ella, the seeing Ella in pain, and something is telling you to open it. You don't have to. I'm good if you don't. But that is what's happening right now.
I wish there was some way I could like slice a small gash in the side of it to test what's inside. Get a better idea before I
Yeah, that's
chuck this
it's
thing
the
at it
same
and
roll.
blow it up.
The same roll. Like, I will accept that if it was gonna like explode, you have a moment. You'll have a moment to get away, or if another white cap is gonna pop out of it, you will know that before, based on what you roll.
I was also thinking to throw it away from us at the pink cap now and fire the death cannon at the flower, but through it to
Sure, that works too. Yeah, courage and heart, and then add another 4-sider. I'd say
1d6, 2d4.
1d6, 2d4. And we're looking for a
And then I'm
10
gonna
for that.
backflip out of this.
And then double up.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Reroll the 1.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm at 7, so I need a 3. Oh man.
The tension is killing me.
Hey!
Look at that.
Yay!
Oh,
So Akhana,
holy shit.
you
The fans rejoice.
go to throw it, and like I'll let you pick what it is. When you grab it, everybody sees Akhana burst into flames for a moment.
You good?
Like top to bottom, just like flames, and then what you pull out of this blossom is a long scythe,
Oh.
and you
Oh.
see you have a flash of the infinity tree again, and just like, and you just know, cut it away. So you can throw this scythe, and you know that it'll come back.
I will trade anything for that weapon.
but like since it is a successful attack, you throw it, and then you can also like double up with that with your death cannon, like firing it to like hit it and make it go stronger. You cleave this thing straight in half. You Odin this thing. Like you guys just watch it like get cleaved completely in half.
Backflip in the air, 3-point landing.
And then when it comes back and you grab it, like you feel weird touching this weapon, like super weird. Like you are not on fire anymore. That was just for a second, but you know this world is wrong. This world is wrong. This world, you should not be here. Nobody should be here. You know that this place is a threat.
Well, while she's having a crisis of weirdness, I'd like to put the money shotgun on my back and then grab my sleeves. First, go over to probably Trafford. He seems a little bit more worse off than the bunny rabbit. No offense.
And
I got
I'm
her.
going to immediately say, go for the other one first. I'll live through this. And I'm going to try
No.
get up.
Squishy's got the other one. I'm gonna help you. So as I wrap up his wounds, I can't heal you, unfortunately, because I don't have any healing items on me. The least I can do is stop you from bleeding.
Fair point.
I don't want to punch you in the
Okay.
face until you're full health again.
Yeah. So
Yeah, and I'll slowly get up. It may take a couple times, but I'm going to stand back up.
what does restore do?
Just
I
reading.
think
Touch a living creature, completely restoring them to their normal state over the next few minutes.
that
That will
that
get rid of our
is-
bounty.
that is a heal.
It's already gone though, isn't it?
No, the
No,
bounty.
we haven't healed yet.
We haven't healed anyone. I've just stopped his bleeding. He's still in terrible pain. He's just not bleeding all over the floor.
Could I stabilize her leg in restoring her mobility?
She is still like until she actually gets healed. We're not like Ella's not gonna be able to help you with anything.
I understand that, but I'm not trying to break the boundary.
At some point I have to wonder about the fiction of it. Like not healing for the bounty. I get rock the bounties, accomplish the bounties.
Right, that's why I'm trying to, skirt it without
I
breaking
thought it
the
was.
fiction, so to
I'm
speak.
sorry.
It's like,
I'm doing
go ahead.
my part by just being an obstinate jerk and asserting I'm fine when I'm totally not.
I just think that there's definitely a moment where the other three bunnies are seeing this happen, and they're like,
If,
they will remember this.
if healing isn't allowed, then what about reverse harm? Can I do that? Can I reverse harm the wound to make it so that there is no wound?
It's
And
still healing.
That
Like,
wouldn't be healing because it's reverse harm. Specifically.
So, time travel backwards? Something?
Yeah. Putting the fourth dimension in there. That's
I'm still gonna call that healing. Like a
sus.
time mage healing you is still healing you.
My name is Third Chronomancer, Alan.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. A chronomancer healing you is still healing you.
I wish I could take it back.
No, that's fine.
Okay.
Like you can bandage it up for sure. Like it just didn't recover it on her HP. Just heads up, if she gets hurt again,
Yeah.
she's gonna probably return to her mom.
Yeah, we're getting
So,
out of here.
I'd like, at this point, to bundle her up and then attach her to Squishy so she doesn't have to move around on her own.
Okay.
So if you want, I can play a swaddle card to cover them in cloth.
I say we light the fuse and make haste.
We need to get out of here. This place needs to burn.
Akhana, you want to take a couple steps forward. The scythe does at least.
Is there any more
Get this
seeds
bun out
from
of
this
here.
tree? Like the last one.
Oh, the tree, like all of these trees are full of worms. Like every branch is basically hollow.
I'm getting infinity tree visions. We need to get out of here.
Oh, you're going back? You're not going forward?
I
I
mean,
can't imagine it's not going to get any better, and this is the center.
Oh no, this isn't the center. You were trying to walk. They were trying to walk to the center, but while Al was doing their calculations, the Whitecap tried to grab them.
So we still need to go forward.
The center is it's still a little bit forward.
God, that was just a distraction.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys
Is the
rolled
path
bad.
clear? Is the path clear?
Yeah, right now you guys don't have to like make any rolls to go. You dealt with the Whitecap, pink cap.
If
Then
it's the only
yeah,
red,
We're not done yet. We
full
need to
purge.
keep going.
Okay, I know you're a big quote-unquote badass, Nichol, but please lean on Squishy so you can walk forward.
I mean,
Okay, that's fine.
Which
I'm
is
willing to
ambulance
do
right
that.
now.
Just we need to finish the job.
6.
Okay.
And I
think
am
I can
leaning
get a
hard on
she-
Squishy.
I think I can get a shield on everyone except me, including
got one.
Squishy. Okay, everyone who doesn't have a shield, that'll save me some AP. So that's a like.
I would
I'm
say
lead the
wisdom
way.
heart.
Okay. Wait, heart.
Probably only looking for a 6.
Hey, there we go. A 10.
There we go.
8.
8. Okay, 8 and 10. That's very similar. All right. So you guys take the step forward.
Yeah, I'd like to.
Shields all up.
Yeah, just kind of pull the gun off my back again and be like, okay, let's go. As I pull out a shield from the other pocket and then just kind of affix it to my tuxedo. I got this from Leo before we left.
You were standing before, and like the map isn't so like on you guys' screen you can see it. This is basically the very last of this world's original word tree. It was clearly cut away, and like up here near the top of it, there's another tree growing. I'm gonna move this just so the stream can see it. There we go. There's a new tree forming. That one has like green leaves and it's lush and it's beautiful the way that the Otter's new garden is. But the rest of this tree
Healthy? Like,
Yeah,
lush and
like-
healthy?
that little part right there, but you can see the rest of it is absolutely full, like pulsating with worms.
Akhana, would you permit me wielding that scythe that I would save that young sapling?
It'll get
This
us out of
horrid
here.
fate.
I'm just gonna jump up there and leave it. I'm just gonna go for it.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, I thought it was up high.
It is up high, but I will let
I
I
Oh,
just don't
fucking
want
ride
steam
the
and
ride
anger
the
behind
motorcycle
this.
up the stream.
I just want to get out here.
if you so here like I would make you roll, but I'm just gonna give it to you guys real quick. The fact that tree exists on top of this, that is what's waking up the worms. Like these worms would have just been nothing, but the fact that you guys are feeding, like the otters are feeding these worms, and they are gonna get massively out of control. Like this, like the scythe and the visions that Akhana is getting is telling her to cut the whole thing down and get rid of this world.
Is Akhana sharing her visions with the rest or keeping them to herself?
That is
Yeah, do we-
completely up to Akhana.
And do we have comms?
I said it out loud. I said I was getting infinity tree visions right when we killed the other one.
Okay, so that means you're receiving visions, but you're not telling us what the visions are.
No, I said it out loud. I'm seeing visions of the infinity tree. We need to
Okay.
get out of here.
Okay.
Is your cursed weapon talking to you?
No, this was. Oh no, I was already wielding it. It's possible.
Oh.
Great.
But so you don't say that it needs to be completely ready.
I
The
know that that new tree has to be separated from the old one.
Oh no, I'm sorry, I was unclear. The new tree is feeding the old one. The scythe is telling you to destroy it all, burn it all down, everything. You just see this planet on fire. Like that is what the
Vatna,
scythe is telling you to do.
I think Vatna was of that mind, like way before he even got to this point. So he's still on that crusade, just scorch earth.
Bring
Yeah,
jet
like
fuel everywhere.
gone, everything. What the otters are doing, gone.
So
Everything gone.
They're gonna hate us.
Akhana with her scythe and Vatna with his sprinkler, just like ready to go.
Yep. So the rest of you obviously know what the heck is going on there. One question. Is there anything that can be saved? If you do whatever you're doing, can those otters still be saved? Or do they die with the planet? Or can they go back?
Oh shit! Vatna and Nichol, you both were here in the one game. So you guys have a moment on Vatna and Officer Trafford both have this moment of memory of. Remember when I explained how tense it was in the swamp game? How you felt like it was a ridiculous amount of tension happening, like a spring. Like I think I described it as like when they
yeah.
You are
right,
feeling you are feeling that. Yeah, the semi spring tension. You guys are feeling it like crazy. Even Krieg, who for the most part I like to pretend I like to think is just kind of like oblivious to what's going on with Rifts.
I mean,
Yeah,
Squishy's still got the rift glasses.
Yeah.
And
Oh god, Squishy is not doing well.
he's,
I don't know how
I don't know
a jellyfish throws up.
Yeah.
oh,
I would
someone's
assume the same way a octopus would ink is what I'm gonna go with canonically.
There actually is one point I think in that last session. I think one of the points was I didn't feel any of that. I could move like normal back in that area. So this would probably be a first for me.
And you're shielded, so you get protection.
Yeah, it's not hurting. It's just like
uncomfortable,
unnerving.
It's super unnerving. Like
we need to end this.
While everyone is discussing things, can I, because I'm one greedy, I'm a thief, can I sneakily go grab a seed from that tree and then burn the rest of it to the
from the tree all the way up top?
Correct. Because they're all embroiled in the discussion. I would like to go get it.
Yeah, roll me courage. I want to say wit, and then go ahead and roll me another 6-sider for taking your sneaky thing.
But it's not long before Vatna acts on.
Oh yeah, I wasn't expecting it to be like a long decision. So 2 6-siders and a 4-sider. You're looking for a 10. So I don't think a 4-sider can possibly make that 4 10.
I got another 2, so I got a 8.
I got a total of. So here's some fun stuff.
Okay.
You and Squishy is just like boosting you up to grab a hold of the tree, and you just see Al looking up. It's just like, I don't. Is that liminal? And Krieg, Squishy looks up and through their glasses, and that's when Squishy it becomes super dramatic for Squishy, and Squishy sees liminal and everything, and sees that this is the very little bit of route that connects liminal to the this world. Basically, it's what created the hallway for you guys to get back and forth to it.
No.
If you cut this away, it is just going to become like a meteor, or like not even a meteorite. That's wrong, because a meteorite is just kind of like floating around. It's going to become a comet, like heading in like a paddle. Like imagine Liminal's a paddle ball thing, and this world is the ball. Like it's gonna go. So you guys have like, if you cut this away, you guys got to get out of here quick because that door is gonna close. Alternatively, if you don't cut it away, these worms are gonna get to Liminal.
And I can imagine Squishy is doing that super hurried oh shit voice that I'm assuming no one else is understanding.
Oh, nobody else understands a goddamn word except for Matza. It's just like,
Oh, all right. So before, go ahead.
I was gonna say, I propose, I don't know what this will do, but if we cleave the separation right at the base of the newer tree from the old dried out stuff, can we take it with us?
Yeah, I mean, you could give it a shot for sure.
So I was gonna say something. I haven't mentioned any of this because I've been talking to Krieg personally. I mean, Squishy. I would like to ask, hey everybody, how fast are you?
Right now, not as nearly as fast as I'd like to be. I assume there's a good reason why you're asking this.
Also, if for some reason we need to convince Otters to leave, how fast could you do that?
Something else too. Something that I haven't used in a very long time.
Okay. So, Krieg's objective, as of the moment, is to grab a seed from this so we can cross-pollinate it with the other seed he has from the other one. That's my objective as it stands now, so that everybody knows what I would like to do.
Okay.
Yep. And the thing I was going to ask there is if we thought that the otters were more than 1 kilometer away.
No, it's definitely. Are the otters more than 1 kilometer? Yes. They're more than a.
Oh.
Okay. Okay, that's unfortunate. I was looking at the lyric ornament, which the silvery broadcast is 1 kilometer range.
No, I'll let her roll. Like,
Okay.
I'll let that ride for sure.
Vatna, did you have anything you wanted to do before Krieg enacts it?
So,
plan?
what I want to do is assess what will threaten Liminal the most in this situation and what will need to be done to stop that. And then, like, in the middle of the escape plan, I want to do something with the anvil.
Alright, and what do you want?
But that's future. That's a future action.
And what do you want, Akhana, since we're discussing objectives at the moment?
I want to lessen the impact to Liminal, but get us all out of here quickly.
So you want what I want, but less greedy.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't.
And what I want.
From this.
Sorry.
Yes. What is your one, Nichol?
What I want there is I don't care about the world itself. I want to make sure the otters The people are safe. You can always find another world. Can't replace them.
We could call in the airship, perhaps.
Right.
Both you and I are here. What pilot could make the way through that tunnel?
Raz?
Yeah.
Yeah, Raz is a good pilot.
Navigation team.
Raz could do it.
Okay. So it sounds like we have a plan.
Of course, there's
Alan.
also midnight, to be fair.
That's true. What do
Like
I need?
at least midnight's in the call, so in the thing. So
What do I need to do in order to complete my objectives? As stated.
I'm gonna say because of the last failure, you only get one shot at either getting the seed or getting the whole sapling. And I would say Officer Trafford has to make a heart roll to convince everybody to get out of here.
Okay,
Right.
can I use my greedy perk to give me a...
Yeah,
Extra.
definitely.
I want to. Here's
Go
what I
ahead.
want to happen. I want to observe Krieg doing this, but agree with his motives because I think it's even if part of this survives, it's a smaller threat that can be observed and contained more easily. Just in case.
So, as
go ahead.
far as the rest of the party knows, I'm just grabbing the seed. They don't know what I want to do with the seed in character.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay. So
You can
what
grab
I
the
would
seed.
like to do is to make the cut so this thing starts flying away, but
Alright.
also get the seed. Because that's what I'm cutting off. So,
But isn't it gonna pinball into liminal if we cut it?
It's gonna
Well-
pinball away from it.
opposite direction, and it's the
Yeah.
reason we need to escape out as fast as possible.
Like this, it feels like this planet is like trying to get away from limit. Like
Got
it's pulling tight. If this was a
So
guitar
this would
string-
actually this was like help the Otters. Didn't they want this? They wanted to separate from the middle.
there was a large group of them that did, and you guys could do that for them with if you can tell them. Like if depends on how the heart roll goes. The heart roll will tell if they're gonna go one way or the other.
I think we should side with that.
Well, main concern with that is, of course, if we cut it away, does that mean there's whoever stays is stuck with the worms, or?
No, we purge everything. We destroy the worms. We have left a trail of jet fuel and other flammable, caustic things.
So the plan is 1, cut it so it is no longer attached to liminal. 2, light everything on fire, thus hopefully destroying all of the worms. And then 3, either
The escape plan has been played, so like the airship will be here to take you guys off, right through the rift above the tree. Like you
So
guys
awesome.
are
Step
fine
2.
to go. It's the
Okay.
otters.
Okay,
It's the
so
otters that we don't know.
so I think okay, the fuel is
Ready to go.
spread, so that job's done. Vatna's gonna take this moment to teleport to the anvil and try to engulf it with his tattoo.
You're
And
gonna
they
try
go
to
back-
steal the anvil.
Yes.
The one thing that would let these otters survive on this planet.
Yikes.
But we're taking them with us.
That's not 100% decided as of right now. The option has-
Yeah, but I still need to make my roll.
Yeah.
Oh, so that would conflict with Nichole's want, so I won't do that.
Yeah. Nicole's gotta and either way, like they're gonna take their anvil back. Like if they go back, they're taking the anvil with them.
Okay, so as long as it keeps existing.
Yeah, it's gonna exist one way or the other, but like it just might. It's just
Here.
well beyond you guys' like reach. Something smells like fire, and I do not feel comfortable with it.
That's not good.
Check it
No,
out.
I think it's just somebody using their fireplace, but everybody burns just basically garbage.
Okay.
Ugh.
So what about you,
Okay.
Akhana? What are you doing at the moment?
I'm willing to help cut with this scythe
Okay. So
to
again,
help you.
all right. So you want me to roll? What do you want me to roll so that we can complete step one of the plan of cutting and me taking things?
You for the like Akhana, you can roll heart and courage for the cutting of the tree. Krieg, you can roll greedy courage and wisdom and wit.
And
Okay.
yep, and the question is for mine is whether I'm trying to convince him to stay or go.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we could somehow let the group supporting the separation know that
Yeah.
I don't know, we're
So who
helping
rolls
them out.
first?
You're on their side. Unionize. Unionize.
Okay. Who do you want to go first, Ellen?
You go first, Krieg,
Okay.
because you're just trying to like take a acorn or whatever.
Okay. So that would be, you said wits, courage, and then greedy.
Yeah. So
What?
2 6s and a 4.
2 6s and a 4.
I hope that 4 is a 4. Oh, it
The
is.
chat, yeah, the chat
It's
says it
4.
total
yeah,
is 10.
All
I
right.
don't know why I didn't roll the 4.
Yeah, that's really
but
weird. But yeah. Okay.
maybe
So
I
yeah.
did it too fast. I don't know.
So you have the acorn regardless of what happens with Akhana. Akhana, roll me courage, heart, and you can add a 4 to that one as well. I think that's 6 and 2 4s. But you
Yep,
only need
6
an
and-
8 for this because
Well, actually,
I'm not. Okay.
I don't know the thought after.
yep, that
Oh
is
my god.
So when she does that, the world just kind of do that rumbling.
yeah, it's like the world is in lurch. Also everybody at Liminal, like you feel like almost like you're relaxed, like more relaxed all of a sudden, like And as soon as this cut happens, you see a flaming tunnel that becomes the hallway. Like, and the fire is running down the tree like a fuse.
Okay, I did have an afterthought.
Okay.
With the anvil.
Mm.
So I'll blink there and then use a combination of that like reality writing key, the magician's key, the book of prophecy, and just like make like a scanned copy of the anvil to like imprint onto my little pocket world to create later.
I think that's a very hard thing to do. So I'm gonna say that's probably I'm gonna say it's a 10, but it's definitely wit and heart. And you could what are your what were your tags? What were you given? Ooh.
Awesome, dependable,
Reclusive.
reclusive.
Awesome. I will give you the awesome one. I will give you a D6 for awesome. So it's just like it's gonna be 2 6s and a 4, but you need to get a 10.
Okay.
And I can't see how anybody could help you with it.
Yeah, I know. Oh.
Reroll one.
It's a 1.
Yeah, but you can't change the ones.
You can
Even with a
re-roll
card?
Yeah, natural ones you can't
That's
affect,
so-
remember?
Yeah,
Uh,
but that's so
I'll-
mathematically more plausible with a smaller
I'll-
die.
I'll let it happen. You can roll that 6-sider.
Go for it.
Yeah.
Oh man.
We tried.
You did your best.
Well, do I get anything,
I think that it just
or do I
doesn't.
fuck it up somehow?
I think you fuck it up somehow.
Okay. Does that mean I like accidentally take a piece of it with me? Like,
They-
oops,
they
sorry,
think
I broke it.
You teleport back, and they think you're trying to steal it.
I don't. I'm not trying to steal it. Like, but I do
I-
finish up my work.
I don't think you finished I think this just makes it more difficult for Nichol. Like, Officer Trafford, you now need to get. You need a. I was gonna say you needed a 10 to convince them, but now I think you need a 12 to convince them of doing whatever it is that you want to do. They're gonna want to stay. Like, if you like what you were trying to convince them is to come back, but they want to stay. They are gonna the Otters are gonna want to chill here and just. This is their life now. They don't believe you that originally, unless you roll high enough.
Finally, I
Okay.
don't have any triumphs left.
Would that be courage and heart? Because that's literally the only way I can possibly do a 12. Because
Courage and
otherwise,
heart,
it's
and I would like all try giving some science to help you out. Like, so you could use 2 6s and a 4.
all right. I'll
Go ahead, Akhana.
go ahead.
I wanted to use my industrious trait to help convince them on the broadcast message that half of us are near death and the Force attacked us essentially, and use that to try to embolden his message about how dire it is to stay here, and this is going to overwhelm their place.
I will give you 3 6s for that. Turn that last 4 into a 6.
Okay. Let me get that together.
That is, it's a 3, a 4, and a 4 for everybody. It is 1 away from the.
Raised by 1. Raised by 1.
Yeah, I knew somebody was going to, so I wasn't saying it.
While that's happening. Oh, go ahead. No,
Let me start my speech there.
This emergency broadcast is brought to you by Bobbert's Casino and Spa. Screw Market Square, we have the good stuff.
Going to kill
The tree has awoken up something really bad. Infestation. We had to cut it to try to save everyone. You don't have enough time. You need to escape now while you're able, or you won't ever be able to get back again. We're wounded bad. We did everything we could, but you need to hurry. Whatever you do it fast.
And a lot of the Otters do, like Tincture, and it's a lot of the group are just rushing towards the thing. But there's also a small part of them that do stay. Like, some of them, you did what you could. Like, Tincture is still going to be on liminal, but the airship comes swooping down and grabs everybody up. Vatna, you can teleport back to them and
Do I get the roughest outline of the anvil, or?
I mean, you got everything that you knew about before. I think you could probably talk to the Otters about it in the future.
Yeah, because I really did think about going down the creation legendary ability. It's you can duplicate an object completely within a certain space. And what the anvil made me think of that, but
absolutely. So you guys see the this place is like falling apart. Like the otters are getting the hell out of there. You guys hop on the airship. The bunnies are like limping onto, some of them are limping onto the airship.
My babe.
So
Yeah. I'm also going to see, one of the news crew members and go, well, heck of a first day you got there, Karam. It's weird to be on the other side of the rescue for once. Thanks for coming along. Needed your help there.
So what are your plans now, Tincture? If you need some place to stay, I'd be more than happy to help you find something.
Oh no, they still have their yurts and stuff.
thank you, Raz.
Big one.
It was Raz that was flying the airship.
No,
right?
it's Quar and
Oh.
Midnight flew it
Midnight.
because Midnight's there.
Midnight, thank you. Once again, you're as reliable as always.
And to answer your question, Whitecap, really, really nasty Whitecap.
Quite grotesque, and much more formidable than the last one I 1v1'd.
1v1 to off screen. Off screen fights are so much easier than on screen fights. But
For the record, I never dropped the scythe and brought it with me.
oh, absolutely.
Yes, please keep that scythe. I will trade anything for it if you want.
That's right. I'll hold on to it.
It does look good on you.
It does like vanish, but Akhana, but you do know that you could pull out at any time.
Yay! I have a blink pack, and you can just hang out in my little.
Increase jealousy level by 1. 2 motorcycles and a flaming and disappearing scythe. God, are you like a biker witch or something? Is that your broom
It's possible, but I mean, I can't change reality, so you got me there.
now? Oh, okay. You're awesome.
Same.
Right? By the way, I know
Y'all
we
are
had to-
awesome. Krieg, you're
Thanks.
rich. You're awesome.
Yeah, sorry about trying to play the superhero there. I'd finish a job, but yeah, hindsight, that was kind of stupid of me.
But we did completely torch that place, Alan, right?
The
Like,
The-
I
Drop a
want
lighter
that
on it.
plate. Yeah, I want that
I'll
plate
forget.
like hell gated.
it looks like to anybody else, it's just suddenly there's a new comet in the sky, and it hits what's left of the gas station on its way past. Of course,
Yes,
it does.
just wipe it out.
It just obliterates it.
And the anvil survives somehow or somewhere.
Oh no, the otters are still fine. Like the
Okay,
ones
yeah,
that are
good.
there.
Great, perfect. Yeah,
The,
everyone gets what they wanted.
Heroes may do amazing things, but they usually die and never see their good deeds. So let's not be a hero and not die. He says, playfully punching, I'm pretty sure, like your ankles, because I can't reach your shoulders.
just punching fucking Officer Trafford's ankles as he's bleeding with all of the broken ribs.
Unfortunately, this
Straight
rescue
from
was
my
brought
bed.
to us by Bobbert's Casino.
Ugh.
You guys
How are
really,
you gonna how are
really
you gonna
want to
PR
gamble.
that one? How are you gonna
Well-
PR that one, Krieg?
I have ideas that I'm not going to speak publicly about, if that's what
If
you're
you need help, you can contact me.
asking. This is true.
So that is the end of this game.
And
It's
then
just
it'll be
like with a flaming
blink
wreck.
to the other side of Krieg. It's like, I do have talents.
Yes. Flaming wreckage, like people like sewing up Ella's leg. This is actually like, I know that we played different amounts with the rabbits. I think that these 4 have like, this is their adulthood now. Like each one of them can become like members of the crew.
Fuck yeah! Graduation!
Oh,
like
yeah.
that is total. That's a totally legit final exam. Yeah,
Did
if
you
I
get all
ever
those
saw
notes,
one.
Matza?
Yeah, absolutely.
Matza, Ella, Al and Amel are all just
I have that
Like, wait, no.
mid-journey like concept piece that's like up-aged Amel.
we've got some mid-journey stuff that is probably not at all what the direction you're thinking. So, but don't worry, like we do plan on doing some stuff with them, like so these guys will be like we'll see. We will not stop seeing the bunnies, but they are full adult characters now.
Awesome.
A high
Yeah,
five,
you can't
Ella.
control how they grow up, but you can
Right.
hope they grew up right.
I'm gonna high five Ella and then say, "Don't tell Penny what happened."
Speech. What's like each of their speeches or proudest moments or whatever?
I literally think that it's just like you see Amel like in her leather jacket, like blowing bubbles and just playing guitar. Like no, like just keeps like switching up the riffs, but they're all just like power riffs. And she just like blows a big bubble. It turns to ice, and then she just crunches it in her mouth.
Metal.
Sick.
6 feet of bubblegum.
It's, if you ever want to make Adrian really happy, tell him that you love Big League Chew. For the
I
record.
do love Big League Chew.
So does he, and it's the most
Pretty great.
disgusting kind of gum I've ever seen.
It's awesome.
Not the way he eats it. He grabs a fistful of that shit and he keeps stuffing. Yeah, he puts.
Who hasn't done
puts
that?
mouth.
Like the whole
It
bag.
but he does this
didn't-
while he doesn't break eye contact while he's doing it, and it's very uncomfortable.
Makes
Who
100%
didn't do
sense.
that when at the little league game?
Ah, God damn it! I didn't think people would take his side. It's the
proud
gross
of him.
side.
It's at least you did at least once because it's funny and you
Mhm.
find out.
This is the oboe incident all over again.
Oh no.
But yeah, like Nika said, we have lots of ideas on the final designs. But if you guys have like things that you want included in their final designs, please let us know. Put it in the workshop chat. Like
Workshop
If you-
got it.
if you have like extra
Oh.
images for it, go ahead and like let us know. I will get you some stats on both the seed that you got, Krieg, and the scythe that you have, Akhana. Akhana, that
Wait.
scythe is still talking to you a bit. Like
Well, we are
cool.
sure that like all those worms and the heart of that place and everything was just like burned to all creation into
question,
non-existence.
If going back to the design, if we could add a little bit more nature/druid to Matza's, still business-like, but more nature.
Yeah.
That's all.
you guys did get the bounty done, so while we're all still in that roll-20, let's do some rolls.
I thought for sure I ruined it.
Nice, good job, y'all. Shields
Let-
for everyone. High five.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about it there, and yeah, I saw that we talked what you did. So I think that Alan says it counts. Let's agree.
And I did a lot of shit, so I am definitely pulled out on AP.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
your AP must have gotten hurt.
Well, technically, we all got it back when we rolled those 3 ones, but we probably used a lot more after that.
He used a
Yeah.
lot, like
Definitely.
Vatna definitely used a lot
I used
more.
a
after.
lot
It
of
was at least
fuckery.
6.
I used a lot of fuckery points.
I'm trying to
Yeah,
find.
FP.
I think I probably ended up even at the end of that, like gained 5, lost 5, so averaged out with all the
So I
flames
saw-
and the.
I'm sorry.
I'm done. Go ahead.
I saw a VOD, I don't know which one, of you saying like, yeah, season 2 is gonna be like, yeah, you're gonna be rewarding even harder for like hard stuff. So yeah, awesome. You're sticking to that. I love it.
I'm trying to reward people.
It was like a character creation video. I don't know which one. Pre-season something.
Yeah, I think I was just watching that earlier today. The one like the in between season 1, season 2, doing the recap and character stuff.
Yeah, that. Bingo.
It's on the YouTube. You should watch it and give it a like and subscribe.
And
And
watch.
Where?
Also that.
Watch it.
You know, juke the algorithm as hard as you can.
God, this rescue and world domination and obliteration brought to you by
I'm
Bobber's
trying-
Casino.
Exactly.
Fuck you, Bobbert.
Thank you.
The apocalypse brought to you by Bobber's Casino.
Just blame all the bad things on Bobbert. Yeah.
It works perfectly. Good job, Krieg.
Oh, that moon is now Bobbert's comet.
Yeah, you know that fancy moon that people were gonna settle on. For some reason, Bobbert didn't like it, so he decided to make it blow up in flames. Us here at the Wanderpus was able to save all those otter folk. So
The rest
you.
are
Okay.
happy and
I'm
safe
I'm trying to
and
find.
free from the purge
How
worms.
dare that Bobbert?
How
I'm-
dare those slugs? You must be erased from existence into the null void, the deepest of blacks, the hardest
do
of
you know-
hearts.
Do you know where this fucking like the gotcha like thing is? Like, I'm trying to find it, and I'm just.
Sorry, what are you asking me?
Where did I put the like? The rewards for the gotcha. I thought it was in like a conversation between me and you, but.
Oh, man, I have
Oh, I
cotton
got it.
mouth.
I got it. Okay. All right.
The
So
fuck did they put in that thing?
weed.
Dude,
Um.
you've seemed so fucking high this whole. You seemed like
Yeah.
too high this whole game.
Okay, but how have I done? Like,
I mean,
Honestly, I think it was appropriately high.
I would actually personally advise to be
RP?
ever so slightly less high.
yeah, but RP wise though,
Yeah, my statement stands.
uh,
I agree.
I think it's my
Yeah,
best
but-
performance yet.
a little.
All right. So you like who played? Was it Toast that played the no heal?
I
think so.
played it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So all four of you roll me a 20-sider in
Got it.
the roll 20 real quick, so I can just figure this out. We get
All
going
right.
with it's a silver is your reward. So who rolled?
I got a 6, which didn't show up.
Yeah, I see the 6.
Yeah, 14, but I didn't see it.
Okay.
I saw
I
it for a second.
I saw the 6 and the 14, and then
19.
Ooh.
so the 19 is a magic item,
Can I raise
And-
that by 1?
and these aren't affected by cards because they are a card. I'm sorry. It's because
Okay,
like,
but it's
if
like,
you made everything
if
a
you
20,
if you
I'd be
don't
giving-
want the money, okay,
it's,
Calm
it's
down
too
there.
strong. It's too strong.
you
Or
cannot.
too much.
I am
Too quick.
awesome and dependable. And
Okay, hi, Lurid. It's okay. Calm down.
Krieg, you're gonna get 6 cards sent to you because that's what the reward for silver is. Akhana, you are going to get a magic item. It's the same as Vatna. And
Yay.
Nichol, you are getting 50 coins.
Can I get like a double or like opposite of Akhana's scythe?
No.
Oh, that's like a full on actually that's like supreme magic.
Oh, Not Forgiven has an important bonus. Someone got the pin positive card.
Oh, look at that.
Neat.
Got it.
All right. So Akhana, can you roll me a D43?
Oh, you got it.
Sure. Those exist?
They don't exist. Like you're not gonna see a number. It's just gonna give you a randomized 1 through.
Okay. So how do I? Never mind.
Yeah, just do
That's
slash
awful.
roll. Like
That's
yeah,
awful.
6. What is a banknote?
I don't know, but I'll take it.
And
Jack?
same for you, Vatna. Roll me a D43.
Fourth.
What was the 3?
It can't be right. A 4?
4, yeah.
Yeah, 6. I mean, it's possible. You know.
No, it can't be. Yeah, well, I'll take it.
Amelia's sorting box and banknote. Those are the things I have to look up because it's alphabetical. So like the lower you get, the higher. Like
Sorting box is actually.
anyway, I'll get that stuff for you guys. In the chat. Thank you everybody for coming to this. Sorry I was kind of low energy. I've had a headache today.
Thanks for the fun game. I had fun.
I'm glad everybody have fun. Krieg got 6 cards that I gotta mail him.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, this was a fun one. Thanks for this.
I'm glad. Like there was a lot of stuff here, and sadly, like I don't know what happened with Cole. I hope he's okay. But there were multiple maps that were based on the fact that Cole is silvery and stuff. Like there was more specific things that were supposed to come out of that, but what can you
like
do?
The dust was silvery.
Yeah, the dust is silver. Like he was.
Ooh.
It had a lot to do with this like whistling stuff. It just.
I mean, yeah. I only gauge the fertility, not its composition.
Yeah, it's silver content.
Ugh.
Can we give a
Horrible.
big hand to Toast?
Yeah, thank you, Toast, for showing up.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Toast,
Toast.
and thank you, Twy, for your awesome record keeping.
Thank you, Twy.
Thank
We
you.
were actually
Don't
ready for Toast just in case like he played a help us away card because like apparently he hinted at that yesterday.
Passing comment yesterday, and I was like, no, I can be ready for that.
Surprise, main character.
Yep. And also thanks for our, thanks to Zero for first canon appearance.
Yeah.
Yeah, escape plan.
Ooh. Hey, like it's double me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Great cameo. Loved it.
Thanks.
Very flashy and appropriate.
Did great.
What's it is? Banknote.
Special intro music and everything.
Alright, so we're gonna wrap up here. Probably art stream tomorrow. I still feel like absolute hell.
Yeah, I
the
feel like
booster.
fucking garbage.
Oh
I cannot
God,
believe how bad I feel.
Awful.
I can't.
Absolutely
water.
terrible.
I blame this completely on Carrie. And
Yeah, no, this is Carrie's fault.
It's Friday right now, right? Yeah.
It is Friday right now.
It's
Good.
almost Saturday for some of us.
Yo, it's awesome. Like, I told my boss, like, it's been a week, and she said, and it's like, my patience is drained because I was like really short with someone, and she was like, "You are authorized."
Alright, so
Yeah,
the next
I was
HTML
having-
game is on Sunday. So we will see you then for that, and then
Yeah, the last October game.
the last October game, and it's the game that I've been looking forward to the most. So I am excited. I think it'll be really good. Yeah, that's really it. It actually looks like my thing is gonna go down again. It's like flashing in the red, so we're just gonna call that good. And see you guys probably tomorrow, but definitely on Sunday.
Okay, look forward to it. Bye.
Bye forever.
Goodbye, everybody.